Hello.
Hello.
Actually, when you have to get that runchy voice, you have to get that runchy voice. Hello. All the ladies in Ghost Squad Scotland that I was getting me to kid when I'm, what do you call him, James Bond. I kid you not. No,
I say bullshit.
I am Firehorse.
I say bullshit.
I am Firehorse. Loves it when I kid on. I'm James Bond. Mrs. Moneypenny. You could be Dr. Evil. It was the powers. Hello, Louise. Well, you could be Dr. Evil.
Me is Dr. Evil. Me is Dr. Evil.
Oh, God, I don't know.
Oh, you Scottish bastard. You shove it right up your ass.
Oh, God. Hey, the new. I'll tell you this, the new. Hello, Louise. Hello, Dots. We'll let it fill up for a minute, guys. And I'm watching Ghost Squad Scotland size day, you know. So tonight's going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Dakota's going to try a reading. Well, we need to pick a subject.
Your porn addiction.
Hey, there's nothing wrong in it. There's nothing wrong with that. It was you got me addicted to it, man. Showing me, sending me all the crazy links, you know. Aliens with 15 breasts and all that kind of stuff.
Hey, I'm just looking out for my brother, man.
Aye, well, I'll tell you something. You see, some of the stuff that he sent me, I'll tell you something right now. It's banned in multiple worlds throughout the galaxy.
Hey, I'm just trying to hook you up, man. By the way, how is that girl I set you up with?
Oh, what you mean the one for Venus? Is that the one for Venus, or are you talking about the one? Are you talking about the one for Mercury?
Yeah, I don't know. The Mercury ones look a little purple, but then again, you're in it.
Hey, I'm into purple. Look, there's nothing wrong with a bit of purple in your life,
Christopher.
What?
That's called rigor mortis. You necrophiliac.
Now you're allowed to have that. Look, if you're into purple things, there's nothing wrong with it. What? Right, see a colourblind person.
Did Chris just accidentally admit he likes necrophilia?
Right, here's the thing. A question for you. If you're colourblind, what colour is purple to a colourblind person?
Kind of a darkish grey.
Oh, well, there you go. So there'll be aliens out there that will be colourblind, will there not be?
You'd think.
Yeah, because of different atmospheres and different, I don't know,
different
suns, live under the ground.
Different eye attachments, yeah. You know.
Look at Dots. I bet he's been abducted a few times. You know, I bet he's been about the old special places. You know.
Yeah. What do you think the T is for code for? You know, that's code for the lube they use on the probe.
Yeah. Where is Pete? Where is Pete, son of the naked Bigfoot, for his space lube? There you go, space lube.
For all we know, fucking Pete could have gotten in prison by now.
Oh, no, he popped into my chat yesterday. When I was doing a reading last night. And he said he was in, is it Texas? Somewhere, New Mexico, and he was investigating that thing that was on the news. What do you call it? The wolf thing.
Oh, yeah, the werewolf-looking thing that showed up on the security cameras at his elementary school.
Yeah. You know, that wasn't you, was it? That wasn't you. You maybe decided to go out for a walk or something like that with your T-shirt off.
I'm not that hairy. God.
Oh, God, guys. So, tonight, guys, I've got the tarot cards here, but I've also got the Starseed Oracle cards that I will give some readings for. But we're going to try and experiment tonight. Who wants to be the first person to experience the first reading internationally done by Dakota? I'll shuffle, I'll pick a card, and then Dakota will give that person the reading of that card. I think it's a good idea.
I should have never told him I used to do a psychic hotline.
You should have thought. You tell me you used to.
If I told you the full story behind that gig, you would absolutely be drooling right now.
I am Firehorse, right? I am the Firehorse, and Stephanie, my two best, what do you call them on the channel? What do you call it, the moderators? I am Firehorse, Stephanie. Don't you like it when I kid on I'm James Bond? Come on, honestly, do you like it when I kid on I'm James Bond? License to kill Miss Moneypenny. What? Don't worry, I've got Dr. Evil sitting here stroking his pussy.
She's
It's
kind of.
Doctor No. It's Doctor No in it. The guy in James Bond that flees about in the wheelchair. You kind of what I'm talking about, Doctor No. That's too old for you, that movie, isn't it? That is too old for you. We're going past. Keep in mind, this guy's still in his 20s. He may look like he's in his 50s, but he's in his 20s. He's giving me the look. Give me the look, guys. You know?
If I actually told him the full story behind the psychic hotline gig I used to work, he would probably never leave me alone.
I'm going to ask you this. You tell me, right? You tell me you were a phone up psychic, right? But you also told me, which you've got me kind of worried, that you were also into strip dancing, pole dancing. Now that's kind of was this like a day gig kind of thing in the late at night? You're into other type of phone calls, weren't you?
The strip thing was a dare.
You didn't like dress up as a woman, did you? And like sit in a kind of wee studio and go, "Hi there, I'm Dakota."
No, I barely had boxers on for that one.
Oh, well,
didn't need any of my bits getting tangled.
Did you ever get any of it right when somebody phoned up to ask them about where their cat had went missing?
Oh yeah,
and all that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, I used to be one of the top rated psychics on that gig.
How much did you get paid for that?
About made a few thousand in a couple months.
Really? That's really good. That's really good. That is, Right. So, who do you want me to read?
Who wants to be read?
Who wants to be read?
That's
Got
the
my
question.
cards here. Do you know, guys, that I've been using opening and shutting the box that many times on these tarot cards that fell apart, so I had to buy that. Look at this, nice. That's pretty. The dragonfly. Louise, do you want a card?
Yeah. Hey, I was thinking maybe we could drop down the fucking link.
Oh, Christ, if you drop down the link, we'll get some weird folk.
No, we'll just have people fill up in the back. We'll bring them up one at a time. They ask one question.
We'll get some weirdos in. I lost my
that's
cat
like
99%
of our audience.
She hasn't come home yet. Do you know where she is? And I would be like, yes, she's dead.
Oh. Louise, sure.
When you go then, when you go drop the link in there, and come on in, Louise, tell you your future.
It's not wanting to show the fucking chat for me on my side, man.
It's not letting me show the chat for me on this side either.
Fuck! All right.
There's other ways to do that. Send it to me through Messenger, and then I will, what do you call it? Because my Messenger doesn't work now. Because I get the new update for my Windows laptop, and it's because of this election bullshit in your country. You can't bring up while you're using streaming software.
Really?
Yeah. It wouldn't. The Facebook will not allow it. So you've basically got to go.
I've been fighting with my goddamn phone all day. I had a major software update done, and just typical software update. Now my phone won't even connect to my service carrier.
Yeah. There's loads of. I get the new iPhone update the other day there, and they've changed so much. Everything's changed now, and I've noticed when I did the big update for my Windows laptop, the new Windows 11 or whatever it is update, it came up saying you can now not, if you're using a streaming software service, you cannot use Messenger to share links while you're streaming. But if you do it before you start streaming, it's fine. Yeah, it's obviously to stop. It's obviously to stop like folk like Joe Rogan and stuff like that, inviting guests in and stuff like that. It's right. But he usually has folk, sitting in the show.
Yeah, he usually has a background, I guess. And he actually has like a physical studio.
Did you see the one where they had the honey for Central America, the special honey? Anyone else's feed glitching? That's interesting. You say that. No, mine seems to be okay. I'm watching it on the Ghost Squad Scotland side with my phone at the side.
You never know, Stephanie. You never know, especially with us.
Nah. Anyway.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber up here.
Tell you what, are you still connected to? Can you still use the messenger.
You can probably do it
Send me
through.
it to and I'll post it in both chats.
Here,
I'll copy and post it. Both chats. Oh my god! The aliens have took him again, guys! Dakota, get back to the light.
I hit the wrong button.
What?
Again.
I thought the aliens. I thought you were way back to Venus to see the purple woman again. I'm waiting for you.
Talking about the elections, not see Louise is saying that she's got a couple issues.
Yeah. Do you know something? Let's do the opposite of talking about elections. You know something? I think Joe Biden's awesome. I think he's awesome. Honestly, everybody, vote for Joe Biden. So
Bald and Bonkers does not officially endorse this message.
No, it's a joke. You need to be on cocaine or something like that to vote for him. But anyway, oh, come on.
Dear Lord. So, okay.
You're using two phones, Iron Firehorse.
We don't want to know what you do on your OnlyFans for.
I've not got an OnlyFans. She's using. She's on Go Swiss, right? I'm golden, but
oh, how sweet! Thank you. All right, got the link. It looks like it's now going to let me in. Here, want to have
I got a big crystal ball I could sit and look into, like a fake smoke machine.
It's called Mirror, and you just go like this.
I know. I've still got some hair though. I have still got some hair.
Yeah, fucking millimeter worth.
But maybe so. Maybe so. Jealous. You're just jealous of my.
Not really.
Hair. I like the way it blows in the wind. I was driving the car today and I had the windows down and I could feel the air rushing across. Getting something, and this is an actual fact. Somebody tell us this, and I didn't believe them, but it's an actual fact. See if you've got a beard and it's hot outside, it cools you down. Have you noticed?
Not really, because I'm usually out at night because of my job.
You're kind of like a vampire. You kind of like sleep through the day. You're like Count Dakota, you know.
Pretty much.
On the big keyboard and the big organ playing away.
This time of year, it's actually kind of nice. So because it's not hot out when I'm having to go about.
He's alone in a big supermarket in the ice cream section. That's what I'm going to say.
I'm not alone. One.
Have you been tempted to nibble on the ice cream selection?
Yes, all the time.
I bet Pop-Tarts. I've got a thing for Pop-Tarts. I've always wanted to try peanut butter Pop-Tarts. I like a Pop-Tart now and again.
You know you can get the recipe for those up on there.
Aye, but I like them made by Kellogg's. They taste better.
Not if you actually know how to cook.
I can't embarrass with that. I just open the silver foil and drop them in, you know. It's like I got the what do you call it, the strawberry ones the other day, and I put them in and I turned them out and I thought these are quite cold. Then I bit into it and it was like molten lava inside.
Anyway.
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts
will kill you. I would see if you eat maybe loads of them. Okay, I mean,
same way you can eat like 5,000 bananas and die of radiation poisoning.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Is that possible?
Yeah. Well, I don't know anybody who's actually eaten the 5,000 bananas, but they figured their radioactive content in just your average, normal bananas.
Yeah, I see. But
you eat enough of it, it actually can kill you.
I did not know that. I didn't care there was any radiation in bananas. Why is there radiation in bananas?
Potassium.
I eat hundreds of I take supplements. I take stuff with, what do you call it, potassium in it.
It's partially radioactive.
I didn't care that.
Very small dose, but same way a lot of fruits have cyanide.
I take iodine too.
Same how a lot of fruits have cyanide poison in them.
But let's do it.
Anyway, we're going off the cliff.
My psychic energy's here. Come on, the bearing down in me.
Right. No,
why don't I give you a reading? Why don't we test it on you? Why don't we test it on you first?
We already have a volunteer.
Right, Louise, are you coming in?
I don't know if she's
Come on,
coming in,
Louise.
so why don't we just
I'm getting my
read it up
cauldron
now?
ready. I'm putting frog's eye and bat's
It's probably,
wings and eye of
you know,
mute
I'm just basing
into the
this off of the
bubble.
last couple times we commented on having Louise pop in, but there's probably a good chance she's in bed right now.
She probably is. Louise, do you want me just to give you a reading the now through here? Because it'll save a lot of time. By the time we've wait,
See?
it'll be the end
I
of the
knew it.
show. Wait, no, I'm not going on live. I tell you, right, so I'll just give Louise, I'm going to give you 4 cards, right? So this is your first reading, right? So listen, I'm going to say this now. I'm a very truthful person. If I see like horrific car accident or plane crash, I'm going to tell you, okay? So it's just something I wanted to tell you that for, okay? It's just something that I thought I'd better say that. You know?
A nice little disclaimer that if you're wanting all fluffy marshmallows and rainbows and unicorns, go to somewhere else.
Aye. It's like I was talking to Lisa about this the other night. I tell the truth when I'm doing tarot card readings. No, like some people on TikTok, oh, you've got to win the lottery. You've got to be a millionaire. You've got to be the biggest YouTube star in history, even though you've got like 1 subscriber. Okay, I mean, there's folk on there that just talk pish. But there we go. Anyway,
Okay, I'm just going to say right
go.
now, if I go to disappear, the baby's crying, so.
Hey, are you like on duty or something like that for milk duty
No,
or
but I'm
something
about
like
to
that?
kill her mother.
It's all right, women. Yeah, I mean, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I just away to see his wee niece. I can hear her talking.
Yeah, she's yelling right now.
To
Get
be
her mom to
young,
make her some dinner.
full of energy. Right, here we go. Right, so Louise, I need to concentrate on Louise.
See,
I can't.
Louise.
See if I take that chat down for myself. Will that affect you? Can you still see the chat? Right. I've taken the chat down, guys, because I can't look at the chat when I'm doing this. It puts me totally off. Totally, completely off. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To be young. I'm going to say this, right? Your first card, Louise. I mean, you got the 3 pentacles. And this is actually really interesting, right? And I'll hold it up to what it says at the bottom. Just pause it for a quick second. But I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to say this. You're really good at what you do in your job, right? You're really good at what you do in your skilled life. You do really good work, right? And obviously, I know what you do. People in the chat will know Ken what you do, but I can what you do. You're very good at caring for others. But it's not just others that you care about. It's friends also. You care for friends and you try your best for friends. Next one, you get the Ace of Swords, Louise. I do see there's some doubts in your life now. And it's about a current plan, and it's about a lack of confidence in your life. Now, I don't know if there's you've got a plan coming up for something. I don't know if it's something that you've maybe started doing in your life, right? But I do see if you don't go into this with confidence, it's going to fail. Whatever this is, I do not know, right? But I do see there's something coming up for you. I don't see this as on your YouTube channel. I see this as in your home life. I see this as in your life and what you do. And you do have some doubts about this plan that's coming up. Now, this is interesting because you get the 5 of Swords, and everybody knows what the 5 of Swords stands for. I see, and I'm going to be honestly truthful here, I see conflicts. I see a conflict, right? You can maybe message me after and tell us what you think. But I do see a conflict. I see a loss. I see people fighting. I don't know if this is in your friend's life. I don't see if this is in your marriage life. And I don't see if this is in your work life. I don't know where this could be, but I do see a conflict. Now, I see a loss of like a relationship of some kind. I don't know who it is, again. But I will say this. I think it's connected to the thing before this, right, that you were getting into. Or it might be a friendship. But just be careful, because when you get into this situation that is coming up, it could cause problems, right? That's what that is, Louise. If you want to pause it, you can always read it at the bottom. But saying that, you get the Ace of Pentacles, Louise, in reverse. I'm going to say this: you've had some poor financial decisions in your last few months, I would say. I feel like a lack of planning, poor coordination, if you're getting me, or a lack of foresight has caused some money problems in your life. Did you get me? Now you've got the 6 of Swords, the Ferryman. I'm going to say this: I see that you're overcoming something in your life, and you're turning facts into theories. Whatever that is, I do not know what that is, because you've got to remember, from my standpoint, that's what I see from the card. I do see you overcoming an immediate difficulties in your life, right? But I also see facts. There's something you're thinking about turning into theories, right? Now you get the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, Queen of Pentacles. You've got a great awareness, Louise. You have got a great awareness. You know things. You know how to solve problems around about you. And you do have a lot of importance in a lot of people's lives. And I do see your future, and you are going to be happy in your life, and you are going to live comfortable in your life. But then you get the Temperance card in reverse. And this is the one that you can't read because it's in black and you have to strain your eyeballs. But I feel that there's confusion now and frustration. And I do see a tendency to go off in tangents. Again, this has got to sound mad. I don't know if you're arguing with MD the new Louise, or pure communication. Now, this might not be you. This might be a friend. This might be a family member. But I see someone that goes off in tangents, that's pure communication, a distant hopes and promises that no really came true for you. But what I'll do is I'll hold that up for you, so as if you want, you can just pause it, read it at the bottom. I do see problems. Let me pull you another card, Louise, because I'm curious now to see who this is. See, that's interesting, because you get the 10 of Swords in reverse. I feel that there's somebody running about you, and it's no you. I don't know who it is that's like over dramatizing themselves. Now, this could be somebody at your work. This could be somebody I don't know, to gain like sympathy and stuff like that. And before MD says, that is what that card means. It says it at the bottom, right? I'm just drawing them. I've shuffled them. That's what I see. Interesting. You get the 2 of Pentacles. I see there's money-related decisions coming up. There's a money-related decision coming up. Now, I'm going to leave this as your last card, because you're going to be left deciding what to do with this money. I don't think you're getting money, but you're going to have to pay money out. But there is going to be an opportunity, and there is choices arising soon for you, Louise. But anyway, I'll leave it at that card. If you want, Louise, I'll give you another one next week, sometime through the week, on my own channel. If you want a private one, I can give you a private reading too. I don't charge nothing for private readings, but I can give you a private reading anytime you want. But I hope that helps you, Louise. See, that's the difference between me, Dakota, and a lot of other readers out there. I'm just going back to the chat because I want to see what everybody's talking about. I tell the truth. I tell what I see. Some folk don't particularly like that, but it's got to be done, because you don't know. Oh, Pete's in the room. Good to see you, Pete. Hope you've not been eaten by the wolf, man. But anyway, what was your thoughts on that, Louise, on the card reading that I just gave you?
Feel free to share as much as you're comfortable with. Obviously, if you're feuding with somebody you don't want to necessarily broadcast it out.
If you can work me in, I would appreciate. Do you want a card reading for me, or do you want a card reading for Dakota? Do you want one for me? Right then. I feel like I'm getting used here like a cheap washing machine.
Used like a $5 hole.
Oh, don't
Does that
man.
make me your pimp?
On a Saturday night, I do it for $3. Special treat. Hey, you get a big purple jacket and drive about in a convertible.
I've always wanted one of those, but I've been wanting like all white.
Right, I tell you what, because Pete's not got long and he's probably sitting in the middle of the woods somewhere with the wolf man sitting staring at him, I'm going to do Pete and then I'll do somebody else. What's that? Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. Well, the car isn't working, so the money will be going on that. Yeah, pretty spot on, Chris. So I'm really sorry. I'm sorry about that. If I win the lottery, I'll buy a new one. Life.
Oh, I see how it is, Lawrence.
But anyway, Pete, I'm going to give you a reading, my friend. And hopefully it tells you something good. The aliens are coming tonight and they're all females and they're going to abduct you.
You got to remember, some races don't just have two genders, man. They have
blow my nose
biologically
first.
more than one. There's some that have like 8.
I need me give a sec.
This is recorded. I'll hold you to that. Oh, dear Lord.
Aye, don't you worry. A pink Cadillac is what you wanted, wasn't it?
It'll match.
If I win the lottery, I'll buy every single person in the chat a new car.
Don't be saying shit like that, there, Oprah.
I was saying that if you to win $7 million,
you get a Cadillac.
Oh, I wouldn't say a Cadillac. No, I wouldn't say a Cadillac. We'll buy a Ford F-150 or something like that. I don't know. What's a run-of-the-mill American vehicle that's reliable but cheap?
None of them.
Nothing nowadays. Everything's, what do you call it? Everything's electric crap.
You know.
So, Pete, can I bring Pete up? Can you bring Pete up, his name, Pete up, so I can look at Pete's name, please?
PTWT.
Pete, I hope this works out for you, Fred, man. I will say this, though. I do feel like you've got a lot of folk running about you. Right, here we go. 1, 2. I'm going to start off with 6 for you, Pete, and I don't know why I'm starting off with 6. It's a lucky number for some. But then again, it may not be a lucky number. But there we go. Interesting, Pete. Because your first card's the 9 of Cups. I feel, Pete, that you've got a dream, a certain dream. Let me get rid of the chat now. I just need to get rid of the chat for a second. Because it's just in my corner of my eye, right? There we go. I feel that you've got a dream, Pete, and you've got a wish in your life. And I don't know, you've been like manifesting it. You've been like hoping for this. Now, I don't know what this is yet because this is your first card. And it's either a spiritual wish. I think I know what it is, but I'm going to know say anything now. Or it's materialistic wish. But I think it's more a mental wish, a spiritual wish. And you are going to get it. It is going to come true for at a point, but I get a feeling that you have to go through a cycle first before this happens for you, Pete. And that's the honest truth. You've got the Ace of Wands. You're in for a new opportunity. There's a new opportunity in the beginning of a plan of action for you. Your future is really bright, my friend. And you're quite a young guy. You've got a lot to do in your life, an awful lot to do in your life. And I think the Ace of Wands goes with the first card. And the reason I say that, because I think you're starting to realise your dreams. You're realising who you really are, Pete. And obviously I know your background with your dad and stuff like that. But you're realising it for the first time in your life. You're coming to terms with the person you really are. I think that's magical, actually, because you get the 5 of Pentacles. and it's the card of desire and gratification. And I feel that there is flattery there. But I'm going to say this, right? I feel that there's been things that you've done in the past. I don't see this stuff in the future, but I see this. There's been things that you've done in the past, Pete, that have no came to fruition. There've been like false promises that's been granted on you that you've got, and they've never came about. People have promised to give you stuff, and I don't know, it's maybe a mental kind of spiritual thing, but it's never really came about until lately. Do you get me? You've got the Eight of Pentacles. I'm going to say this. I see that you've got money. You've obviously got quite a bit of money. But I'm going to say this, you're good at earning money. You're good at making money. You're good at working. You're one of the best workers you'll get out there. You're a very hard worker. When somebody gives you something to do, you do it. And I'm going to say this, a long accumulation of business and achievements. And you're a workaholic, I would say. You're a workaholic, because I know you've got your farm, your dad's farms and stuff like that, and you've also got your own business that you run. But it's not just that. You're like a workaholic in what you do in your spare time too. Do you get me? The King of Wands in reverse. Now, I'm going to say something about you. I feel that don't be afraid to fail in some things. Right, Pete? Some things you can't do straight away, but don't be afraid to fail on them. Even if you're like, oh no, I can't do this, what are people going to think of me? It doesn't matter. It's a learning curve. That's why you're here, Pete. You'll get better at it. You will get better at it. I know what you're like. You're a really good guy, and I can see, I do see sometimes too that you like to maybe over exceeding yourself. You're maybe getting too deep into something. Try and just stand back a wee bit, take time, look round about you and listen. Because there is like spirits out there and energies round about you that want you to like take your time. And this is quite interesting, this, because I'm getting weird stuff here, Dakota, for Pete. It's really interesting. He's got the Three Cups. And I'm going to say this, I see excessive joy, and it leads to joyfulness, right? But I'm going to say this for your last card. Don't be getting too much into this stuff, because don't be getting too joyful, because it's not going to end the way you expect it to end. Do you get me, Pete? Something's coming up, and I see excessive joyfulness, excessive enjoyment, but things don't turn out well as expected. Do you get me? And that's maybe, I don't know, it's not a warning, but it's just something that's coming into your life now, man. So I hope that helps you, Pete, and be safe on the road. That was an interesting reading, Dakota, because I was getting the way that, and I'll put the chat back in a minute, guys. Way that I was getting, like, this is so weird. This is so weird, because I actually seen it. It was like he was trying to prove himself, but I could see like his dad standing saying, "You don't need to prove yourself. It will come in time." Do you get me? Do you get me, that kind of thing? Pete, man, just be safe out there, because I can there's a lot of things out there that will eat you. But I'm sure you'll be fine. Bringing up the chat. It's getting. What's he all been saying? Because I've just brought the chat back. You know there.
Just let's see. Usual vague. It doesn't matter, or does it? Then you got to talking about what Louise just mentioned. Hope the Avengers are going well, because it's gotten serious as of late. That wouldn't surprise me, knowing his background.
It has been getting seriously late. He's been quiet for longer than Twitter than he usually is. He's usually on Twitter like every 2 or 3 days or every 4 days, but he's been quiet. Quite interesting. And I was looking at that kind of that Wolfman kind of thing, and I was like, that's serious.
That was an
serious.
interesting one when I saw that come out.
I tell you something new. I don't think the zip and the lock in the inside of the tent would help you in that case. Why did they do that with tents? They give like a wee lock in the inside of the tent. It's not the Wolfman with big claws has got me. I it's got to like, oh damn,
I was
zip
about
up.
to say, if you got a bear that's going to be coming after you, that bear is going to be tearing ass through that tent unless you got some like high grade military shit. I don't know.
So, guys, what I want to do is an experiment next, right? So, I have got the Starseed Oracle cards. Where'd I put them? The Starseed Oracle cards, right? So, I'm going to do an experiment next, right? So, this experiment's got to be I can read out the book for them, but we're going to test Dakota's psychic abilities and give me a rest because my jaw's off is here for the thing that I get done.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to shuffle these cards, right? And then I'm going to pull a card up, and then we'll tell Dakota. And these are obviously, if you have like the Starseed or whatever, they're aliens. So this is his kind of territory. So here we go. I'll shuffle it. Who will we pick first? Question is.
Well, Lawrence was saying that he was wanting to see me in action.
Lawrence, do you want a reading for Dakota? I'll shuffle. He'll read you.
No, that's what he was saying on that.
Who wants a reading with Dakota?
Tint of dots.
What's that? Got news from home. Something large and
a man like
ran off the road.
Made a family run off the road. Oh. Hit a 200-year-old cedar tree, killed 4 out of 6 people. God damn!
God. That's crazy, isn't it?
You know, there was actually one incident like that here in Idaho a few years back. The dude survived, but he called into 911 saying that he believed he hit Bigfoot with his car.
I believe that. I believe that's happened. Happened.
This was closer towards Shoshone, and I do know a couple officers that believe they've seen Bigfoot hanging about some cows they've gotten missing.
Yeah. Right, so who will we do in the chat? Does anybody want a Starseed Oracle card for Dakota? Now, how we're doing it this time is
Who wants me to do them?
Book. I'm going to pull it, and then he's going to read it. Hi, Iron Fire Horse. Thank you for coming. Pete, do you want a Starseed card, or who wants a Starseed card? These two kids said it was a red-eyed monster. Christ.
Yeah, I've heard about those.
I've heard about that. Is it no the Aborigines said that there was some Bigfoot or that had red eyes?
It
was when that
in
mythology. I ken that.
They call it the Yahweh.
That's him.
Yeah.
But some of them have got red eyes.
It's supposed to be a lot more aggressive. Of course, it's fucking Australia, and allegedly, they can actually speak English.
That's handy. What if it's a German tourist?
But no, allegedly, several Sasquatch species can actually pick up on English. When they talk, the way they talk, it sounds similar to like a deaf person who's never heard in their life trying to, physically speak. But
I can remember when I was doing no investigation, I was researching a certain case a long time ago, and I was researching that it was a Bigfoot sighting. It was in Western Australia, and they had red eyes.
Mm.
It was very interesting. Pete, we'll need to get you on one night, man, once you come back your travels, and you'll need to tell us about some of this stuff, bud, because I would love to hear about you. Just be safe out there, okay? Don't want you getting eaten or whatever. Right, listen, guys. Well, I'll pick Dots. Dots, do you want a Starseed Oracle reading?
Well,
Right,
we
into
had
the
it
zone.
between Dots and Lawrence.
Dots, do you want a Starseed Oracle card? Because I want to see what you pick up on him, because I picked him up. The one that I did for him was right alien material. The last one. I remember that. Because I do think he's got a look today in the kind of UFO world and stuff. Yep, there he goes. Right, he's wanting it. Right, so what I'll do is I'll shuffle these cards, right? And then I'll hold one up and we'll see what Dakota. So you're getting into the zone, man. You're getting the Mystic Meg zone. Don't feel free to get into a trance and all that and start frothing at the mouth.
I don't control when those get triggered, you dumbass.
You start rolling your eyes about it. Sometimes I was like, oh, Jesus, he's getting possessed and there's nothing I can do. Oh, well.
If he goes to possess me, you know something's wrong.
After dots, Lawrence wants a reading for you, right?
All right.
Unless you want me to. Right, so these are lovely cards. These are really stunning cards, these. And they're just really nice. I gave myself one of these once a week. And do you know, I've never had an alien one for myself. It's all been like a spiritual stuff for me that Cyber's come out. And that's, I kid you not, it's quite interesting that, because there is spiritual ones mixed in with them.
Because the two aren't necessarily mutually exclusive, man.
I don't know what this is because I've not looked at it. Yeah. Oh, a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision.
Here, let's blow you up so we can get a better look at that.
Right, so that's said, but you go at dots, and Dakota, off you go, man.
This may sound kind of generic, but as with, I know a lot of people are experiencing right now, there's a bit of a shift in their life where truth is starting to come out in a lot of areas where they thought they understood what was really going on. And needless to say, the foundations of the world we all understood are crumbling, without a doubt. But while there will be chaos, as will come with any transitional period, one should not fret too much because it will eventually work out in the end. And when it does, you won't necessarily recognize the world around you anymore. It won't necessarily be a good thing. It won't necessarily be a bad thing. It'll be what you decide to make it. And you'll have plenty of opportunities regardless of age or any ill-perceived notions that you felt may have held you back in previous years start to fade away. Essentially, you're going to be very surprised here in the next few years. And I think that's more of a generic term, not just isolated for Dots himself, but
that's a good reading. Do you want to keep it that says in the book?
sure.
That's actually really. That's actually uncanny. And you know that's the first card in the pack. That is the first card with the pack.
Figures they go to show a woman's ass at the beginning.
It's actually no. I'm seriously.
Oh, sorry.
It's quite interesting. It's don't give up now. You're closer than you think. No, it's hard to hold the frequency of the new age when it feels if so much is crumbling and so many are losing faith. This is your sign that you're facing the right direction. You have a great gift in being able to see the potential of things before they exist. Tend to the new seeds, dream them into existence. Don't lose faith. Keep yours focused, fixed. Now, I could read the other page if you want. It's quite because it's the first page. Right?
Yeah, it's up to you, man.
Planting the new seeds and bringing about the shift of the ages is no mean feat. It requires extreme trust and radical vision. If you pull this card, it's a reminder to have faith. You choose to be here, to be part of this global shift. That's so interesting, isn't it? Wherever you're being about, there's prayers and meditation throughout the working on the new projects, job or creation. Keep going. It's happening. Don't give up. The world needs more dreamers like you, more people with hope in their hearts. The road ahead may not be plain sailing, uncertain in new age times of change. Never is you're being encouraged to remember that what you've been working towards for so long is almost here. Don't question yourself now. Don't waver. Dig your devotion deep for you. I'm sorry, can I read it? That's a bad bit. In the not too distant future, you'll be able to sit back and watch that you've carefully planted and nourished grow and bloom. It's possible to keep focusing on your dreams. You're closer than you think. That's so you got that quite right. You got that exceedingly right.
Told you. I used to do a psychic hotline. Then again, that company did also service the Playboy Bunny chat line, so.
Right.
No, I'm not making that up.
I've noticed that Dots and you, Dakota, well, you that last week, you got the feminine card.
Okay.
Right, so
I'll admit, it's been. I was quite impressed with that one, to be honest with you.
What was Elle? I'll just know her as Elle. What did she say about that?
She thought it was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Pretty much exactly everything she's been trying to tell me to do herself.
Amazing cards. Honestly, these are amazing cards, guys. You can get them on Amazon now for like $15. The right price is $35, but they're their own sale. You should maybe get yourself a pack, Dakota.
Well, here's what I think I might, but once we get off here, why don't you go ahead and send me some Amazon links so that way we can set it up for the Amazon store.
I was actually thinking about that. I've got a list of cards, really good ones, space cards and spiritual cards. Even if you're into alien stuff, I've got a list of them. If you're into spiritual stuff, I've got a list of them. Two different sections.
It's right now we got investigation gear on there. We have some podcasting equipment on there. We got books from the company. We can put whatever we want on there, man. Just send them my way.
Right, so it's Lawrence next. So you ready for a reading from Dakota Lawrence? Now remember, there's no devils in this. He's got a thing about the devils. See if I had to get one of these days, I'm going to buy like 6 packs of the same pack and keep all the devils and just give them like 6 devils or something. Oh God!
I think that just might be the card's way of saying Lawrence is very horny.
Yeah, he's into that kind of stuff. He's into that kind of stuff, He's right into that kind of stuff, He's probably sitting there now, all dressed up. I just had a vision there. I think I'm damaged for life. It's not like the vision I had on Friday with that woman in the motorbike, but oh Jesus, oh no, oh I'm going to have to go and wash my brain out with bleach now. Don't worry, Dots. One day you can meet me and strangle me.
Yeah, you'll have to get in line.
Right, here we go. What do we have here? Oh, wow. It's this. I've looked at all these, right, and I came at most of them stone for.
All right.
Star
I'm completely blind.
ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper.
What'd you say that was? Ooh, that's pretty.
Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. Take a close look at that. Pyramids and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I'm going to have to give myself a pack of these. Damn.
You'll need to. You should.
I should. Yeah,
I'll need to
maybe
look
my
them up.
next
The
paycheck.
book's right.
All right. Lawrence is in a time where he's trying to explore his true inner self, whether it is ancestral, whether it's Starseed related, could be a bit of both. Mm-hmm. You never know. Those lines may have actually crossed in your path before. Whether or not you're actually able to find evidence is another thing. It is kind of tricky, speaking from personal experience. But there's something that Lawrence is after. He may not be sure where to find it. He has a rough idea where to look. But those inclinations he has are pointing him in the right direction. Is how he necessarily applies that information, applies his own initiative to go deeper that will help him find the answers. He has a bit of a journey ahead of him, but he is necessarily on the right path. It's going to perhaps change his viewpoints on a few matters, but as with any journey we decide to take on, that's just a natural repercussion. Lawrence may be on the verge of finding out something about himself he never would have expected. That's what I'm getting off the.
Yeah, because it's got the. I mean, the card's beautiful. I mean, it's got the pharaohs. If you look at it,
lined up with Orion's belt.
Yeah, it's got the pharaohs. I'll send you the link for this after. Mm-hmm. Right. There's a lot of copies out there. This is the real deal. These are the real ones. Don't go with the copies because they differ slightly. The copies don't come with the book. Right, you need the book. You didn't need the book. Right, the Star Ancestors, right, it says the ancients knew much more than we do about our connection with the stars. Their pyramids, temples, and other places of worship created precious, for God's sake, sometimes I can't pronounce it, elements with the stars, right, exist in all corners of the world. What if the ancient wisdom is available for you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul. Tap into the part of you that remembers and knows all ancient secrets. That's really interesting what you said, because it's like tapping into his, like, maybe his past lives, because don't know how long Lawrence has been here. Lawrence could have been here. This could be his 10,000th time being here. You know what I mean? Are whispered forever in your ears. All magic knowing blooms in your heart. Potent power pumps through your veins. You're being invited to step into your ancient knowingness, to be held by the remembrance of the star ancestors, to look a little deeper. If you're feeling stuck, you're being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Creatively happens when you put together two things that doesn't belong, when we do unexpected. So often creative solutions is right in front of us, but because we think the same thoughts and act the same way, we miss what's in the open. You're here to remember and uncover the ancient secrets, transmissions, technology, and wisdom that are so needed on the planet. Right now, to unlock your soul's memories of a time when we lived in harmony on Earth, and one day will again. So that's like one day the Earth will be in harmony again. Who's that? It's just giant there. Is it
I think we have someone who's wanting a live reading.
Show us your camera before coming in.
I saw her. Here, let's bring her in. Why not?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Doing all right. About yourself?
Good.
Hello. Right. So, what would
Yeah.
you like? Would you like a starseed oracle or would you like a tarot?
Tarot, please.
Tarot.
Take it away.
Do you want to do this one, Dakota, or do you want me to take this one away? Because
You're the one that got the cards.
Right, here we go. Right. Maria, right, just give us a second here. Those starseed oracle cards are really nice, Dakota, aren't they? Nope.
Yes, they are. No, I was just gonna let you two be
The
alone.
aliens I thought the aliens were going to get you there for a second. I thought they were coming back for the. That's all right. I'm good at shuffling. I stop shuffling when they tell me to stop shuffling.
Oh, stop shuffling.
Shuffling cards. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards. That should be enough, I would say. But we'll see what's happening in your life. Let's see. Who do we have here? We've got the Ten of Swords reversed. Has there somebody been running about? Yeah, just answer me yes or no. I don't want to know what's going on till the end. But I feel like there's somebody been like over dramatising their life round about you. Maybe to gain sympathy. Do you get where I'm coming from?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah, right. So you've got the Temperance in reverse. I feel that this has been causing like disruption, frustration, and I feel that they're maybe going off in like tangents and maybe causing like just like relative problems in either home life or friends' life. Do you get me where I'm going?
Yes.
You've got the World card, which is an interesting card. I feel like you've come into like the realization of something in your life, but I do see significant success and happiness. Now, I mean, that could be a job career, it could mean anything, but I do see that you are headed for success. Do you get me?
Okay.
Now, I'm going to say this: you get the 7 of Cups. Now, do you like daydream quite a lot? Do you like maybe like? Do you daydream and do you have this kind of magical imagination? Do you get me where I'm going with this?
Yeah, a little bit, yes.
Yeah, right. I get that. Yeah, like you do have quite an awakened imagination. You there's so much you want to do right now in this world, and I'm honestly going to say you should do it. You should do it because you have got the back and you've got the blessings. You've got the 3 of Wands. I feel like you've got a lot of inner balance in you right now. And I feel that you want to and you should explore new territory. You should go and explore the world. I don't know where it is you're from, but I know that you should go and explore. I feel too that you've got like a desire. You've been feeling this strong desire to maybe explore more and be like, this is interesting, this, because I've never really done it this way before, and it's quite interesting because I'm picking up a lot of energy. The 8 of Cups reversed. I feel that there's a certain state inside you now. I feel that you've maybe lost a wee bit of your purpose in life, maybe a wee bit of pursuit in life. You're inside you've kind of lost that wee bit, right? But I would say that you will gain it back. You will. It's just, you're on a path where you're just learning what the rest is. Let's see what the card says. You get the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I feel that there's been financial decisions done lately, or it's still to happen. Now, this could mean a new job, or there's a lack of planning in something. Now, there's something coming up for you very soon, and it involves money. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Just be careful when you go into this. Just take your time when you go into this, because I don't want to see, because if you there will be something that you may miss when you go in, and it may affect your money. Do you know where I'm going with this?
Yes.
Just don't tell me. Yeah, right, okay. Also, you get the 5 of Swords, and I'm going to say this: there is people running about you that's causing problems.
Okay.
There's people causing problems about. Now, this has maybe no happened yet. Now, I do see like a loss of a relationship.
Yes.
Now, this could be a relationship with friends, or it could be a husband, or it could be a wife. It could be any down that line, okay? It could be there is a relationship problem.
Yes, I'm
There's
divorced.
been arguments. Right, you're divorced, right? So I'm
Mhm.
getting a big time relationship problems, and there's been a lot of arguments,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
But I'm going to say this: you get the Ace of Swords in reverse. I mean, you do have a wee bit of lack of confidence in life, but you have to remember too that I can it's a downer all the time when this happens, right? But I
Mhm.
do think something better is coming for you. I feel like you've faced a challenge in your life, right?
Yes.
But you are headed for a new challenge. But this new challenge has got to be different,
Okay.
okay? And the reason I say that is you get the Lover's card.
Okay.
You get the Lover's card in reverse. I feel like you're in a split situation now. Now you're unable to resist temptation. Is there someone that you've got your eye on, or
No,
is there
I'm
someone
single.
no?
No, I'm single.
You're single, right? So I feel like there's something got to come up soon for you. Now it could be this week, it could be next month, right? But I do see that. Let me draw you another card to see what I see. That's interesting because you get the Two of Pentacles in reverse. I see there's been. I feel that you're getting held back with your limitations in life. There's something holding you back. There's I don't know, like a passive attitude kind of thing. There's maybe something you're maybe afraid of, and it's holding you back a wee bit. Let me get another card. You've got the Hanging Man in reverse. It looks like he's like dancing there, but he's in reverse. I feel like you've sacrificed a lot. You have sacrificed a lot in your life to please people and to maybe get ahead in life. You maybe need to turn that around and start looking after yourself. Do you understand me? Start looking after yourself. Start treating yourself. Do more things for yourself.
Yes.
Let's see. You've got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I feel that you're headed for something, and you're enjoying something new, but you're going to fall dependent on something. Now, I don't know if it's overindulgent. I don't know if you drink. I don't know if you smoke or whatever. But
I
I do
smoke.
feel you're going to be. Do you smoke? Do you smoke? Right. I feel that, and this is the honest opinion, and this is maybe for the spirit realm and all this kind of stuff, that you should maybe consider no doing that as much, or have you given it up? Maybe that's a sign, and that's health wise. I would advise that you stop. That's what I'm getting. That you stop because it could cause problems for you in the long run. Your heart attacks, cancer, stuff like that. You know.
Yeah.
Last card. Let's see what you get. You get the Six of Cups reversed. I feel that your refusal to face like something in your life, a future, a loss, a childlike spirit. Again, I want you to like become the child you used to be. See when you first came to adulthood and you were young, you know that. I want you to be that person again, because if you become that person again, it's going to open doors up, and I think you might meet someone. You don't know. So anyway, how was that for you?
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Dakota, do you want to come back up?
Yes.
What's up?
So would you like to try, Dakota? Marriage?
Yeah.
No, I think you actually covered it pretty good.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Just I'm going to say that I did see that you maybe are smoking a bit much, and that was maybe a warning for beyond. There's maybe time that you maybe give that up. Yeah, I mean, you might say, maybe he's talking rubbish and stuff like that, but 10, 20 years down the road, you could be on a ventilator. See where I'm going with this? And you could be in a lot of pain. Whereas it's maybe a wee warning there for you. But I hope you enjoyed that and come back and see me next week. I feel like a doctor here giving out prescriptions.
Oh, that was great.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much
so
for
much.
coming. No
Have a
problem.
good day.
Catch you later. Yeah,
Bye.
bye.
Well,
that was an interesting one, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It takes quite a lot out of you. I'm going to say that now. It does take quite a lot of you. My record for doing readings is 2 hours and 10 minutes. And you've got to ground yourself. I've got that. I've got my obsidian. You've got to see you should feel how warm that is. You know? Hey Lewis, Knowledge Within. I can manage one more of the readings of the tarot card readings if MD's want one more reading. I can manage one more of them, but then I need to put them away and jump onto the other cards if MD's interested. I could feel the energy for her.
Any takers? Any takers?
Unless Elle is Elle watching, I can get a tarot reading for Elle. Eh?
Yeah, she was. I don't know if she's still around.
If you're still around, message Dakota and I'll give the last reading for you if you want. Anything for a friend. Let me regain my power. Charge up. Thank you, Lawrence. It's surprising. It's different when they've got the people in front of you. You can feel it. That's why we see with the chat and that. I get people coming into the chat when I do it through the day and they'll go and they'll tell me their entire life story. You don't do that. Because if you do that, see if you've got so they say you go to a card reader that doesn't come at their day, and that's basically telling them what's going on in their life, isn't it? Get it?
Oh.
Whereas you're better, Ken.
I think we may have somebody we're willing to take the last one.
Can I get a reading, please? Tracy, I just leave it there. Can I get a reading? Aye, sure. We'll do it. We'll leave this with the last one. Just leave the name up. Just leave the chat up. The now it'll be fine. In fact, I'll put the chat down, because if I put the chat down, that's why I've got to figure like Iron Firehorse and Stephanie and Lawrence and Dots and that. They're all figured moderators because I can't look at the chat when I'm doing it. If Elle wants a reading, I can squeeze another in just for Elle, just because it's your thing, you know.
What?
Right, Tracy. Interesting, Tracy Henry. Right, I'll give you a reading, right? And if the love comes out, the love bit comes out. That's what I do. Go and just put it down to the first one. But you go because
Okay.
Thanks. I don't like to see what they're saying until after the reading. Do you get me? That's why I've turned the chat off. I've got YouTube open on this side here, but that's Facebook, so it doesn't matter. See, these earphones are sitting that bit where they were working on my mouth and it's bloody sore. 5 injections I got to get one filling. Bloody horrendous, man. Right, Tracy, let's see. Let's see what your future holds and your love holds. Interesting person, Tracy. I say that sometimes when I get wee inklings in my head. Because I've been getting trained with folk. See, that's interesting with the cards you've just got. You've got the world and it's upside down. I see a degree of success, right, this weekend for you, whatever you do. I do not know what it is, but it's whatever you do. You devote yourself to your work. But I do see you've got worries in your life. Now, I'm going to say this to you, be very careful this week coming, because I do see something going wrong in your life. Now, this could be at work. I think it's either at work or it's something in your life. Let me see what else you get here. I see like a problem arising. The Temperance card, I mean, the Temperance card's quite a good card. I feel that whatever you do a lot of communication, coordination. You do have the watery wisdom, right? And you do have you're very good at communicating, right? Whatever you do for like a living or in your day-to-day life, you're very good at communicating. You get the Ten of Swords, and I feel that there's an outcome coming to your life, an end of an outcome, something. There is no hope in your life. Let me see what this says. I'm going to say this, there's something coming to an end in your life, and it's needed to come to an end for a long time. It's been due to come to an end for a long time. Now, this could be, it could be a relationship, it could be something else, but I'm thinking it's to do with someone. Let me see what else I find. See, this is interesting because you get the Chariot, and what I see with the Chariot is you've got a journey ahead of you. I see a movement, a change, a success. You're going to overcome something in your life. You've got to overcome obstacles in your life. You have got a very strong willpower. Now, where I say is journeys, this might not be like journeys like in an airplane or anything like this. This might be a journey to a new part of your life. This might be a journey to maybe a new girlfriend, a new boyfriend. It could be there's something successful and you're going on a journey somewhere. But it's either traveling, I would say it was more, you're got to be going, you're like changing, you're like not becoming the person you used to be and becoming someone else. The Three of Swords symbolises separation and breakup, right? I feel that a relationship is ending. I see a relationship ending in your life. But you're going to regain your freedom. Now, this relationship might not be with someone. It might be a relationship with something that you do. It might be a relationship where, like, I don't know, do you drink, do you smoke, do you things like that? It might be a relationship with that. But then again, I think it's more to do with someone. And the reason I say that is you get the Devil card. You get the Devil card. And the Devil represents the forbidden realm of impure desires, evil powers, lust, and seduction. So I'm wondering if you're leaving someone for someone else or someone new's coming into your life. The Queen of Wands reversed. I'm going to say this to you. You don't realise the amount of abilities that you've got. And plus, your confidence has kind of been out the window a wee bit lately. You need to focus on yourself, everybody. Tracy. You need to focus, Tracy, a wee bit more in your life. And you need to kind of open up a wee bit more with people round about you. The Knight of Cups. I feel that there's enough emotions in you right now, an intoxic quality round about you now. I feel that there is someone that you want. There is a woman that you want round about you. And the reason I say that is it does say it at the bottom there, it says intoxication of the woman. I feel that there is someone that you're eyeing up. Who, I do not know. I'm going to say this, you get the Six of Pentacles. Now, either you're good at giving money or someone's going to give you money. Either you're a businessman and you do like to give to like charities. I do feel that you give to charities, but I don't just see you giving money to charities. You do help people. You do help people in day-to-day life, just with like random stuff. The Ten of Pentacles. reversed. I do feel that there is economic problems in your life. I don't know if it's financial problems, but I do see you making a fresh start. I do see a fresh start happening for you. Let's see the next card. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. I feel that you can't grasp something in your life. There's an investment in your life. You don't really have a concept of money in your life. I think you've had problems in the past with money. You don't really know how to manage money. I think it's going to get better there for you. Let me see what your next card is, your last card. That's interesting because you get the Five of Cups in reverse. I do see a wee bit of sadness in you and frustration in you. And there is some self-hatred. You need to try and love yourself. I'm going to give you one more card because I'm getting tilted. I feel like you need to love yourself more. The Knight of Pentacles. I feel that you're carrying quite a lot. You're carrying quite a lot. You're working on something in your life, which I do not know what it is. See that, Dakota? I don't know if you can see that. He's got the... He's like carrying something. There's something coming in for you. I'm tempted to draw one more card. And this is definitely the last card. See, this is interesting because it's the Seven of Swords. I'm going to say this with your last card, Tracy. Be careful with the Seven of Swords. I see there's deception. There's betrayal. There's trickery. Now, either this is a relationship or it's somebody at work or it's somebody running about you. Be very careful this week because I feel that there's someone deceiving you, no telling you the full story and trickery. I need to end it at that now because that's all I get now. I've not been told to get any more. So I hope that resonates with you. If it does, please come back again for another reading. You there, Dakota?
I'm here.
What did you think of that? And that was quite interesting. That I see a lot of deceiving and trickery at the very end. I see a lot of that. Just please, Tracy, be careful.
In this particular instance, I feel this is someone who really should focus on a codependency issue.
Yeah.
They feel the need that they have to have somebody back there. But the thing is, while there may be points where naturally we feel weak, we have depression, I don't know what's going on. This is just my impressions based on what I've seen so far. We feel that we need to absolutely have someone in our life that either as a status symbol or we feel as a comfort item. But nevertheless, our grasp on being able to maintain proper relationships can only truly come from our ability to maintain our own strength. We have to maintain ourselves before we try to help maintain others or have others help us. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with wanting to have somebody there to help deal, with life. Life is going to be crazy. Just the last few years alone. Let's face it. But at the same time, if you're talking about somebody who have just barely met, it would be wise not to put that pressure on yourself or them if there's any potential for a relationship to actually happen in the first place.
Yeah.
Let things flow naturally. Otherwise, you're just going to make yourself as bald as us.
I'm going to say is this. When I've seen the card with the guy carrying the swords, and that usually means fights, but it also means that there's someone deceiving you. Just, I'm not going to sound angry here, but I do see that you're being deceived. Make sure that person isn't married or anything like that. Be careful. Right.
There's also one thing I do get. You tend to fall for first impressions first. That's why they say, there's like the 90-day rule when you're in a relationship. You wait until about after 90 days. Then the guards start coming down that people have when they first get into a relationship, trying to make themselves look good. That's when their true colors slowly start coming out.
Yeah.
I do get the impression that you've had this issue for a while, but you do have a chance to overcome it and to actually find somebody worth your while.
Yeah. I'm going to stick with it. Be very careful. When I usually get the guy with the swords and stuff like that, I always think to myself, there's always someone I wouldn't say they've got to out for you, but they're deceiving you, they're lying to you somehow, and just take a step back, right? And just be careful. Please be careful, okay? You don't know who this person is. You don't know what they've done. You don't know what they're like in real life. They might all be Mr. Prince Charming, bringing you flowers and giving you stuff, right? But they might be a psychopath for all you know, right? Then again, they might be the nicest people, but I do feel that someone in your life is deceiving you. Please be careful, Tracy, okay? Mm-hmm. There are two of them. One I'm stuck fast and the one.
Ooh, especially if you're trying to put yourself in a love triangle situation.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't really feel there's much else we can say on that.
Yeah, I best of luck on that. Best of luck there. Honestly, best of luck.
So,
I'm going to put my cards in its wee bag now. I'm tired now, you know. But we're doing readings tomorrow again, are we not? Are we doing readings tomorrow again? I need to charge up. I need to put my
Bobby Joe, we're not charging anybody, but we are getting ready to call it a night. But we'll definitely have you written down.
Come back tomorrow.
So that way we can get started on you tomorrow first thing.
Cards are in the bag. Come back tomorrow, Bobby Joe. We'll still be here tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. We'll be back tomorrow. And Tracy, just be careful, okay, this weekend and stuff. And, you know, that's what I'm going to say there. Okay, it won't let me open the web.
She's probably talking about the guest link.
Oh, right.
I sent that earlier. I didn't send the permanent one.
Oh, right. All right. I was just wondering. Thank you. Lawrence, you're welcome. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll actually be doing in Go Squad Scotland. I'll be doing an hour tomorrow, live reading in the car, and then tomorrow night.
Yes, Bobby Joe, about the same time. But what is it with people coming in like we're at the hour mark when we're usually trying to cut off? You ever notice that?
Because there's a lot of people out there stream for 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
I think it's just the thing. But I'm absolutely tired. It's nearly 11:30 at night now, and I've done 2 readings today. That's 2.5 hours day readings. So I'm going to make a cup of tea. Dots will be proud of me. I'm going to have my cup of tea, and then I'm going to go to my bed. Did you watch that new film on Netflix? It's called Atlas.
No, I have not.
You need to watch that. That's what I figured. It's about the robots.
I'll add it to my list.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you all later. Have a fantastic night. Stay safe out there. Stay away from the big hairy men. Bigfoot. Pete, if you can still hear us, if you're in your tent, lock that tent. I'm sure you'll be safe with the bears and things with sharp claws for a full half a millisecond.
Right.
It's like all the horror movies. They're running away from a guy with an axe. They're running to a tent. They zip up the hang.
I was about to say, you would see some guy with an axe is getting ready to kill people. I would hope they would sharpen it. Otherwise, that's just cruel.
I know, just beat them to death, really, but like a bag, you know, whack, just end it, you know. Catch you later, guys. Catch you later, Louise. Everybody, have a fantastic night. Don't be having any bad dreams. If you dream about hairy men with red eyes, it's just Pete marching across the field with his clogs on.
Much love. Take care. See y'all next time. And we're out. Are we?
Right.
No? I don't think we're still on.
I'll just send you that link before I forget. Tarot
Yeah, I'll
cards.
get working on it. I just did a factory reset on my phone to see if that helps with the issues I've been having.
What phone is it? I can't what's wrong.
Samsung?
Oh, that's what's wrong with it.
Oh, fuck off, you posh bitch.
Tarot.
How much is this still going out? Can you still see us, folks? Well, it's Sunday, June 2nd. We're back.
Mm-hmm.
Already halfway through the year, man. God damn.
I know. That'll sound about winter. Something snowing again.
I know.
You know. Robin Cooper, welcome. That's some of everybody on my side. I've got 5 people in the old Go Squad watching.
Yeah, well, go ahead and do our usual banter just to get things going.
I know it's quite interesting because before I come on here, I was doing Lisa Fry's YouTube. I was setting up putting tags in. She'd put tags in, but she'd set it on the private, so anything that come up, nobody would see anything because it was set in private. So I've changed it off. So hopefully she starts getting.
Oh, Lisa.
She's away at a convention or something like that. You know.
Yeah,
but anyway, I am Firehorse. Good to see you, I'm Firehorse. Dots, Robin Cooper, yeah, and there, you know. So, how was your experience last night? Were you reading the cards, Dakota, for people?
Yeah, not bad. It's been a while since I've actually done that.
Well, I will say this: the Starseed Oracle ones, they're good. I must admit. If you want after, guys, Heloise in the chat. If you're wanting one of these tarot card readings after, guys, Dakota will give you one. Then I'll read out the book what it says. But I've also got the tarot cards here. I've been shuffling them, and there's Lawns. Hey, you're luck, Lawns. I managed to get 7 devils for you. Oh God!
Oh Lord!
They were running away screaming. You know, we're running away screaming. But anyway, guys, what else have you been doing this weekend? What have you been doing? Were you working last night?
No. Back to working tonight, but today we actually do have a little bit of a birthday message to send out.
That's right.
Yeah, I just want to wish happy birthday to Arlen. He's been watching us for a little bit, who's unfortunately having to spend his birthday in the hospital. Thankfully, the initial diagnosis was nowhere near as bad as the hospital thought it was, which, not surprising. That hospital tried to give me cancer twice.
I went to the dentist and they couldn't even put my tooth out.
Nah, I'm not joking. I had issues growing up as a kid, and they automatically tried to assume I had cancer. So that hospital fucked me up. But anyway, unfortunately, he had to extend his hospital stay from slipping in the shower because he's a stubborn old fart. But happy birthday, Arlen. Hope it's a good one. Enjoy the cheesecake.
Yes, happy birthday, and keep away from those sexy nurses in the hospital.
Oh, yeah, those nurses will get you in trouble.
Control your urges. Because I hear you've got a girlfriend anyway. So you don't want her coming back with a big baseball bat and hitting you repeatedly, you know, and you have to spend longer in the hospital.
I don't know. Some days
Hey, Susan.
I question her patience with me some days. I'll be honest.
So, ladies and gentlemen, tarot card reading is starting tonight. So, I'm going to let Dakota pick the first person out the chat.
Well, no, hold on. We promised somebody at the end of the show last night we would do them first.
Oh, that's right. Who was that?
Oh, it was Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe, are you there? Well, wait till he comes in, and then I'll give him a
It's
card.
going to be one of those things that
Bobby Joe.
She's going to be coming in while we're closing in the show, man.
Hello, please. My name is, what is that? Yes,
Yasmin.
Yasmin.
August 22nd, 19. Oh, gave you her birthday. Oh, wow. She's actually just a little younger than me.
What's that problem actually at work?
Problem at the workplace.
Right, we'll just do that. Bring them up then.
Yeah. Someone looks a little. All right.
Right. Listen, I'm going to give you a card reading, and I'll tell you what I honestly think. But you got to remember, I tell the truth. So if I see a pterodactyl coming down to take you away, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to keep it to myself. You know what I mean?
Oh, that'll be fucking impressive.
Well, Ken, there's actually people on TikTok now that think pterodactyls are still alive. And the government are hiding them up. It's better than the people that think that birds are actually drones with the government.
Well, hey, you never fucking know anymore, man.
So, Jasmine, this is your first reading. So, this is my first reading of the day. I'm just going to move my mic away now. Can you still hear me okay when I'm talking like this?
A little bit but yeah. We can hear you.
Can you hear me now okay?
There you go.
It's just I need some room when I'm hanging the cards. Right, so here we go, Jasmine. I'll give you heaven to tell me to stop. The first card is I never done a reading today with my usual crew. John Morris, welcome, my friends. Good to see you.
I feel like I need to grab like a pen and paper to help track down everybody.
I'm going to say this to the new Jasmine. You get the 9 of Wands, and that was your first card. I'm going to say this. You really need to rest your mind because you're overthinking something in your life, which is probably that there.
Sounds like
I see the card. I mean, I see a lot of exhaustion in your life, and I feel that you've been thinking too much in your mind, right? That's what I see with that. You've been thinking too much in your mind. We'll go to the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to say this, you need to be aware. There's something that you've been planning for, but you need to be aware of it. And I'm going to say this, the goals of work cannot be achieved. So I'm wondering if it's doing to what you've just asked me about your work. I feel that something is going on and there's something in your head. And try not worry too much because that can cause a lot of problems. Are you picking up in this, Dakota? Because I can pick up a lot of, I don't know if it is, I'm picking up a lot of like anxiety in Jasmine.
I kind of get the feeling that this may be part of her personality. She's had a lot of instability in her life, so she's always, basically, she's in a mindset where she's always trying to wait for something bad to happen, which is not healthy, Fawn. You're going to end up looking like this.
She got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And I'm going to say this now, it tells me straight up poor financial decision. There's a lack of planning. See how it goes with the other card. There's a lack of planning and a lack of foresight, and there's a poor financial decision. Something's happened in your life. Now, that could be the fact that your work, I don't know. I don't want to say that. But let's just see what the next card does, because I usually draw about 13 cards. I see that's interesting. 8 of Cups in reverse. I feel that you're refusing in your life to leave a certain state, like you just said. See how it says it there? I feel like you're refusing in your life, Jasmine, to leave a certain state in your life. And I do also feel, too, that you've lost like a bit of purpose in your life or pursuit in your life. You've lost a thing that you used to have. I mean, you get the Magician in reverse. I'm going to say this, right? If you keep going down this road and things that you're thinking of, I'm going to say that you're going to get an uncontrollable ending, right? You're thinking too much about a certain thing. See, if you think about something that much, you can manifest it. You can actually, I've heard of people doing it. I do it all the time. I manifest things. Outside was the really wrong thing, but I always manifest things. But there's people out there that can control the manifestation. They can control money and wealth and stuff like that. If you keep thinking every day you're going to get fired, and you keep thinking every day that something bad's going to happen, something bad will happen. You need to try and change your mindset. You get the King of Cups here. Interesting. I feel you're in a strong, you're a very interesting person. You're like a force to be reckoned with. I would say that you do like to have the odd argument with people, right? But if anybody says anything to you, you're like, you will answer back. What's your opinion, Dakota?
Definitely seems to be a conflict of personalities from what I'm reading.
I'm going to say this in you, the Ace of Cups in reverse. And it indicates a loss of self-esteem, optimism, faith. But I'm going to say this too, the Ace of Cups in reverse also means that you do have the energy of the universe at your fingertips. You can use that energy at your fingertips. You can manifest things, but try and stop thinking negatively, because if you keep going down this road, it's going to damage you. It's going to damage it, and it's going to make things bad. But you've got the last card that you go, which is quite a good card actually, because it's the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups means joy, sharing, celebration. It also shows like three women holding, forgetting what the camera is. See how they're happy and dancing. I'm going to say this. I see your relationship. Yeah, I don't know if it's like a relationship in sense. I don't know if you're already in a relationship, but I see your relationship getting stronger, or you're getting a relationship. But I'm going to say this. Whatever you're thinking about the new, you need to stop thinking negatively. If you can keep thinking, oh my God, I'm going to get fired, oh my God, I'm going to get fired constantly, hour and hour again, it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Starting for tonight, I want you to go to your work tomorrow. I'm off Thursday, give us a sec. Starting for your tomorrow when you get up, I want you to think positively and think, I'm not going to get fired. I'm not going to get fired. It's maybe been a misunderstanding at work. Try that. Just try it for a week, and I bet your life totally improves thinking positively. Dakota, what's your opinion, man? So I hope that helps you.
Yeah. Honestly, I do feel like this may be a situation where Yasmin is basically doing herself in.
Yeah.
She may be in this mindset that she's going to get fired. And not only could she manifest that, it could actually put her in a psychological mindset where she could not be putting herself in her best ability at work.
Yeah.
To where her boss may start thinking, my time to let her go.
Yeah.
That's still,
quite a few.
She's doing a little bit more damage to herself, but just try to be calm. Everybody's got some sort of chaos going on in their life right now. Just do what you can to breathe. You can overpower it. And I'm guessing that was your birthday that you're posted. You're not that old. You have plenty of time to fix whatever mistakes may come your way. We're all gonna trip. It happens.
Yeah. So listen, Jasmine, please go to your bed tonight and try and wake up tomorrow and think positively. In the cards, I seen it being like a rocky path for you and a rocky road ahead. But at the very end, you get the Three Cups. I mean, that's the three women raising their cups. That's a happy time. You've got a choice this week. You can either keep thinking doing that same road and you'll end up in a bad place. Please try, and I hope that helps you. Come back again for another reading. Who else? Right? Who do we have now? Is there somebody in the chat? Because Firehorse usually gets like a mission of people for me.
I
So who have we
noticed that
got?
she's been helping keep a list. We do appreciate that, Iron Fire Horse. Well, notice we had a couple people. I'm just scrolling through the chat right now. See, I know Robin Cooper. I know she's on the list. There was where was she?
Right, so there's, I think it's Iron said Monica's next.
All right.
Right, Monica, I'm going to give you a reader and I've just got to turn off this chat up here because it just annoys me when I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
The constant ticker.
It's just at the side there it goes on. Get in, Monica. I've got the YouTube one on my page, but it's different. It's weird. Sometimes I don't really look at that. It's, but anyway. See what's happening in your life, Monica. See what strange things are going on. Everybody's got weird things going on in their lives, especially now. Here we go, Monica. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Interesting. I'm getting weird vibes off this one. Don't know why. Interesting, you get the world card. I feel that in your life, the new you have had significant success in your life. I wouldn't say that your life's overcomplicated, but I would say that you have had good things happen to you. Interesting, because you get the 4 of Wands. I see a stable, calm life in your life. I do see your home life is stable. I see a good start. I do see that you're a good team worker. So I don't know if you work or no, Monica, but I do see that you're good at working in a team. Whatever you do, that might be family life or it might be work life. But you get the death card, and it doesn't mean you've got to die or anything like that. Everybody thinks that when they get the death card, they've got to die. I'm going to say this. I do see a death, like, it's either a plan or a relationship, but out with the old and in with the new, something will be reborn out of this. You're going to have to shed, like a snake, for instance, you're going to have to shed your skin to get something new. I see you giving something up, and I do not know what it is, but you're going to have to give this thing up before you can move forward in your life. The Knight of Swords, right? I'm going to say this, right? You're quite an honest person, right? But I'm going to say this. There's going to be a situation. It's either happened, a situation, or it's about to happen. I've got a feeling it's got to be happen. I feel that there's got to be maybe either an argument or there's going to be a fight of some kind around Sunday. Do not run into this like a blazing glory with the shining armour and the sword. Do you get me, Dakota? It's like, don't go into battle. Just don't jump straight into it. Do not jump straight into it, right? You're a very honest person, right? You need to control your anger. You've got to find something out. So what I'm going to say is to suggest is you just walk away from whatever's about to happen to you. It's the best thing you can do. Because I feel if you do argue with this, it's got to backfire. Interesting. The 10 of Wands in reverse. I feel that the pressure in your life's reaching a critical point. You've got a lot in your mind. It's like you can sometimes you can't breathe. It's like it's unbearable, the pressure. And this could be family life, this could be work life, or whatever you do during the day. But it's getting too much for you. You're going to explode. You're going to break down because of this. You need to try and slow down and breathe. The Knight of Swords, 91, sorry, in reverse. You've got a really big desire for change. You really have in transformation. But I will say this, don't be impulsive. Don't be impulsive because things will go wrong if you jump into change too quickly. You need to go slow with life, because if you don't, things are just going to go south really quickly. Interesting, the Two of Swords in reverse. I feel like a creative disagreement, but this is no ending. This is with like yourself. I feel like you've got quite a few indecisions in your life, and I do feel that you've lost out on an opportunity. There was an opportunity for you, and you've totally lost it. But I wouldn't worry about it, because the universe has got a way of bringing things back into you. You get the moon in reverse. I'm going to say this. I feel that you were out at, I've got ways of explaining this, and I do this quite a lot, but imagine out at sea in a rowing boat or a boat and it's stormy as anything. You're headed for calmer waters now. The waters you're headed for are calm. Things will get better for you. But please, with the last card and stuff like that, don't. And I've got a feeling there's going to be a fight. You get the Fool in reverse. I'm going to say this, the emotions physically are affecting you, are actually affecting you. You've got a lot of emotion running through you right now. I don't know what's happened to your life. I don't know if you've been divorced. I don't know if your boyfriend or your girlfriend's left you. But something is going on. Let me get another card, Dakota, and then I'll ask Dakota what he thinks. Interesting, the Ten of Swords to the guy with the... You need to, I'm going to say this. There's going to be a final outcome in your life. You're going to have to face the facts up, because there's no turning around now. You can't turn around. You've got to face what's coming to you. And the end is near. That's why I take one more card. I don't know why. You ever get like this when you're doing like a reading, you get the wee voices telling you to keep going. And I'm definitely leaving this card. This is the Chariot. Now, you're either going on a journey somewhere, Monica, or you're going to a new job, but I do see success coming. There's a lot of obstacles. There's got to be a lot of obstacles in your path, and I mean a lot of obstacles. But I do see a good outcome for you. Dakota, what's your opinion?
Well, this is probably a little bit tainted because I've been seeing the chat, but it seems like Monica has had a lot of family crisis lately.
No.
But eventually, as much as, family's the one thing that's guaranteed to drive you crazy, eventually things will slow down and settle for you. Yeah.
So, Monica, listen, I wish you the best of luck. Come back and see me in a couple of days or whatever, or we'll be doing... I go live every day on Go Squad Scotland, so if you want to, and Facebook, I'll give you another card reading tomorrow, Was that my dad almost died in my... a few years ago. God. I need to just let go and finally move. You need to move on. You're at the point now where if you don't change the way you're in, you're going to be stuck there for a long time. You need to... You're heading out of stormy waters now into calmer waters. But you've still got a long... There's a lot of tests that's going to happen, but please don't give up. Because I do feel that things will get better for you. Things will get better for you. So who's next? And thank you, Monica, and have a fantastic tonight, this week.
I believe we have Roisin, I think it's pronounced. Just get her bring up on the screen. Well, that's how she posted in the chat how it's pronounced. So,
Roisin, right? My name is pronounced Roisin. Hopefully, Chris will know it is being from Glasgow. Oh, you for Glasgow? For Glasgow. I'm not that far for Glasgow. I'm not that far for Glasgow. I'm only, 23 miles away from Glasgow. Give away my location. There we go.
Lanarkshire. Just look for the guy with the coffee cakes. He's luring a skinny old man down the road.
Aye, Just look out for a guy who wears a baseball cap, a big woolly jacket, and thermal gloves in the summertime carrying a bag. I'm usually hanging about with him.
And check for a border collie. That might help find him.
Mm. Don't you be telling anybody that, actually, Stay. I'm not letting folk walk around my door and that.
It's okay. I lost your address.
That's what I think good for that. That's fine there then. So, Roisin, let's see what's happening in your future and what's happening in your past.
Bobby Joe's in the room.
Bobby Joe! I feel like I'm a bit of Forrest Gump there. You know, I feel like I'm up in the mountains of North Carolina.
I feel like I'm
like
singing a Toby Keith song.
Me and Bobby Joe. What's that? Me and Bobby. My name's Forrest. I can't do that. I can't get that I'm doing that. But anyway, Rosina, I'm just going to give you.
You're focusing on something else. Don't try to do your terrible Forrest Gump.
I could take James Bond license to read cards, Miss Moneypenny. You could be my secretary. Ow! Like you could be my secretary.
Fuck no.
Aye. I could instead of naming you Q, I could call you D. Right, Roseanne. Right, the Hereford. You do have like a spiritual assistance running about you, and I don't know if you do tarot cards or you're kind of mystical. I don't know if you're into Wicca or something like that, but I feel that you've got. I'm going to say this: you're good at following rules too, but what I'm going to say this is, you've got a weird kind of like spiritual feeling about you, as if you're maybe into like paganism or you're into like Wicca or you're into like tarot cards in general. You have got that kind of weird vibe about you. Let's have a look here. The Page of Cups in reverse. I'm going to say this to now. I do see you you're in a situation now of frustration, and I feel that there's been effort put into something and it's not yielded any results for you. You've been doing something and it's just no paying you back. Basically, it's like some kind of thing that you're doing and it's just no coming back to you. You get the Temperance in reverse, the one that you can't read because it's black writing on black. I feel that you're going through a lot of confusion now, and there's a lot of disruption in your life. I'm going to say this: it's either you or, but I've got a feeling it's someone running about you that goes off in like tangents, that can like that's bad for arguing a lot, or there's poor communication. That's interesting, that, because there's like distant hopes and promises tied into this. Somebody's been a dick, basically, running about you. You get the Two of Swords. See how this card comes out, and that usually means for me that there's been a fight or there's been a problem with two parties. Somebody's been like negative, pessimistic. There's been, oh my god, I feel like you're stuck in a very difficult decision now. There's a decision you need to make. The Knight of Wands. When you do work, you've got a lot of passion, right? But I don't want you getting too enthusiastic with your work. You need to kind of slow down just slightly. Interesting. You get the Ten of Wands. I'm going to say this: you're under a lot of psychological pressure in your life. I can see it. I can feel it. I don't know if you can feel it or not, Dakota. Is that she's under a lot of like stress. The Knight of Swords in reverse. I feel like you've made a few rash decisions in your life without analysing something. I do feel that you're kind of ruled with emotions a wee bit. Your emotions usually rules your life, if you get what I'm saying. You get the Devil in reverse, Lawrence's favourite card. I feel like This is one of truth with the devil in reverse. I feel like you're going to be getting liberation soon. I feel like it's something like material bondage or like open-mindedness. I feel like you're just in the precipice. You're just about to get like a liberation that's been in your life for a long time for like distress. Something happened to you, and you're now moving out of that. You're now moving out of that into like a different way of your life. See, you've got the death card again in reverse. That was somebody else that got the death card, wasn't it? I'm going to say this: you need to endure. I ken it's a rotten road you're on, and I ken it feels terrible, right? But you need to endure. Do not resign yourself to a negative outcome. That's what I'm going to say. Do not resign yourself to a negative outcome. Let's see if I can get one more card. Interesting. The Two of Pentacles. I feel that you're going to be taking action soon. You need to evaluate something run about you. Now, you are going to be doing like a current plan. Now, you can only do so much because of your limitations in life. I'm going to take another card here because I just feel like interesting. The Eight of Wands. I'm going to say there's an event about to unfold very quickly in your life. I'm going to say that this event, if you take your time, it's going to run smoothly. But you're passionate in it. I don't know what you do for a living, but I've got a feeling this is connected. Anyway, I'll let Dakota go. What's your opinion, my pal? What's up to? Well, look at the chat.
No, I was just going to say, Jeff Taflin in the chat, just because we can't respond to you right away does not mean we don't see your messages. We multi-stream to multiple different platforms. And we're not just going to stop just because you pop in. We got others that came in first, man.
Right, what's your opinion
just saying,
on...
but since you already disappeared, bye-bye. Have a nice day.
Right, what's your opinion?
No, definitely. Roisin you called her Roseanne. You calling women by the wrong name again, man.
No, it's Roisin. That's what I say, it's Roisin.
You called her Roseanne.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. It's where I'm fey. It's a strange place. Look, I was getting dental surgery done, and I'm going to blame it on that. But my tongue's still a wee bit funny. Right? Yeah. So, Regine, at least I'm not calling Stephanie Stephen. Look, Regine, I'm bad for pronouncing names. See what I'm saying now? I'm bad for that. So, I really am sorry. But please be careful this week, okay? That was absolutely brilliant and bang on, Chris. Thank you so much. See what I mean? Yeah. There's that Jeff Tavlin back again. Bye-bye. Keep in touch. Cheerio.
Have a good one,
I'm sorry we can't just stop and a reading and jump straight to you. See, that's what I hate. I hate queue jumpers. I hate that.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to find which platform on Facebook he was on.
I get it. Are you streaming through Ghost Squad Scotland Facebook page?
It's going through all the pages we have linked up.
Well, I know who he is, and he's coming through Ghost Squad Scotland Facebook page.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. Right, I'll do it.
Yeah, Facebook's also been kind of weird when it comes to our lives lately. So,
you're very welcome, Roseanne. See, I'm getting it right.
You just said Roseanne.
I did, but that's her name. What is her name then?
Roisin. I thought
Roisin.
I'm
sorry. I can't help it.
It's like we don't have Roseanne Barr in the chat. That'd be kind of cool, though.
Where's my postages? I need to get my postages again with people's names. I need to get in the wedge. Look, it's a thing that I do. I mispronounce everything. I know, everybody. I know. Right.
He kept calling me Dakota Ferguson for like 2.5 years.
It's Fenderson, isn't it? It's only taken me 2 years.
Fenderson? Oh, God. Fenderson? You talking like the guitar? No.
Ding, 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 ding. Right, who's next?
All right,
you two are terrible.
We got
Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe next. Bobby Joe needs to go next.
She was on from yesterday.
Right, Bobby Joe, this is a reading for you. Oh, thank you. I'm cute.
Yeah, twin sister named Betty Lou. Sorry, it's the Toby Keith song.
Oh my God, I just don't know sometimes. You know. So, Bobby Joe. Is that American? That is an American name, isn't it?
Yeah, it does kind of sound like she's from kind of the Georgia area. Not judging. I got family all about there.
I'm going to give you that kid because it popped out. I'm going to give you that kid because it popped out. Right, here we go.
Oh, Canadian. Hey.
Eh?
Eh? Yeah, they got their rednecks up there too.
I better watch Iron Fire Horse's hand will come out. She's Canadian. Or her hand will come out to walk the screen and slap me across the side of the head.
It never
Right,
works.
Bobby
Trust me.
Joe. Right, Bobby Joe. This is really interesting because you get the two cups in reverse. I feel there's a relationship in your life draining you right now. Now, this could be family, it could be friends, it could be a husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever. But there's something physically draining your mental health. It's like draining the life out of you in your life right now. Now, you get the Lover's card in reverse. I feel that you're in a split. I feel that you're in a split situation right now, unable to resist temptation. Right, so you either fancy somebody else. I'm just going to leave it with that now. See what she says. You get the 91s. Right, I'm going to say this, and this is going to be. You have got some exhaustion in your life. I feel like I don't want to say you're overworked, but you have got a bit of exhaustion in your life. The 3 of Wands. I feel that you've got the inner balance okay in your life. But I do feel that you are about to explore new territory. I feel that there is feelings like desire. That's interesting. I'm single but do like someone. See, that's what it must be. Strength in reverse. I feel that there's a wee bit of weakness in you now. I feel that you're unable to withstand temptation, right? I feel you've lost a wee bit of confidence, purpose. I feel like you give up quite easy when it comes to patience, right? You need patience. You need to stick with it. Do not give up. The Emperor in reverse. I feel you've been a wee bit self-indulgent in your life. But there's somebody around about you that's immature, and lacking leadership. I'm getting this. There's somebody in her life that's maybe draining her down. I don't know if this is the Knight of Cups. That you are quite an emotional person, and sometimes you're quite intoxicating the way you are with people. That's what I'm getting told. The 9 of Cups, right, in reverse. Something happened in your life, right, Bobby Joe, and it didn't turn out the way you expected it. That you either did something or you were looking forward to something and it didn't turn out the way you wanted it. You get the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I see a bit of vanity. I feel like you've got a wee bit too much materialistic enjoyment. I feel like you're going to fall to dependency over something, or you're overindulgent. That's what I'm getting. It's a weird one, this one. Temperance in reverse. Oh, there's a lot of frustration in your life now. A lot of frustration in your life now. Let me get me another card here. You get the Devil in reverse. I do feel that, I'll tell you what it says, the devil in reverse is liberation from material bondage, open-mindedness, and freedom from distress. It's quite interesting, isn't it? How it's went with other ones. I see she says not at all, but I'm picking up on something. I don't know what it is. The King of Wands. You have got the power. People do admire you. You have quite a lot of determination in your life, and you have got the ability to be a very honest person. You are an honest person. You treat people with respect. I'm getting that. The Two of Wands in reverse. I feel that there's a decision that you need to make. There's either, right, again, this has got to sound crazy, but it's either happened. I've got a feeling it's not happened yet, right? There's a decision that you're going to make. There's a plan that you've got in front of you. See if you rush this plan, it's going to go to shit really quickly. But if you study it, it's going to be fine. What's your opinion, Dakota?
Judging by what I'm getting. Now, this is obviously first impressions. I don't know you personally. Just putting that out there. You have this fear that certain paths that are presenting themselves to you may lead you down old habits that you know aren't necessarily the best. You probably had a scare or two, help when it comes to your health because of it. You have this understanding that everybody has their own situations going on messing up in their head. And perhaps you even find it easier to try to help these people rather than confront your own emotions. It's a noble thing, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, this is a very cliche example, but it's also why they say, put your own oxygen mask on before you help anybody else out on the crashing airplane. You got to be able to mend yourself before you can try to help out others. Because in the end, you're the one that still has to carry that weight.
It's quite interesting.
But you don't necessarily have to fear too much. It's perfectly natural to kind of be hyper vigilant. It happens, but as long as you maintain decent communication with whoever else may be involved, whatever comes up, you'll get through just fine.
She said she was an addict, and she also said this the new there, which I find interesting. You're bang on with the shadows situation, my emotional turmoil, yeah. You're a massive comfort right now, and tear with not implies. I know.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I'll let you go. Scott, you go.
No, I was just going to say she's actually a pretty good example of what a lot of people don't really seem to realize when it comes to most readers out there. They know a lot about basic psychology, and they get to tell them your story and basically repeat back something that hopefully is decent advice and not something that you would have to spend $200 an hour just to sit with a therapist for. Hopefully they have decent intentions like that.
She says there, I've lost most of my friends in my life and I am isolated. You're no isolated. Look, I ken that you've lost and they have died. Look, I ken that you've lost them, right? And I ken this has got to sound crazy for people that don't believe in this stuff, right? They're all still running about you and they all really care about you. You're no alone and you're never alone. Just talk to Lisa Fry or talk to some of the mediums that we've had on. You're not alone. And anyway, you're welcome to come into this chat and talk to us anytime you want when we're live. Get what I mean? And we'll talk to you. Come at my live tomorrow or whatever on Go Squad Scotland. I'll give you another wee reading for you. And you're welcome to come join the community.
Yeah, come chat. I mean, I'll be honest, there's been points where we've had incidents where we blew up on people on air, but we do try. The whole thing behind Bonkers is we get it. Life dealing with certain things in life is either going to make you crazy or make you want to rip out your hair. That's not what happened to us, but it's just an example.
Look, I'm going to say this. You feel like you don't have any friends anymore, Bobby June. I'm going to say this is you have friends now. You've got the two of us and you've got everybody in the chat.
Exactly.
Okay. And don't ever feel depressed. Don't ever feel suicidal or anything like that. And don't ever feel bad. Remember that there's people out there that do care about you. I care about you. Dakota cares about you. There's people in the chat care about you. You have no idea. And there will be spirits around about you now. And ken something, see if you talk to them out loud, they'll hear you. They'll hear you. Life's hard sometimes. Yeah.
You might just hear them back. And if you feel like you're going crazy hearing voices, get like a digital voice recorder. Get a digital voice recorder. Sometimes you can get the voices in your head on tape.
Well, there it said, I love you both. I thank you for exceeding love and comfort. I am trying to hold on. Exactly. Stay and hold on. Mm-hmm. Look, there's a reason why you're here, right? I tell you what, see when you're out tomorrow or when you're out and about, help somebody. Talk to them. Or pop into your near church. If again, this has got to sound crazy, but maybe pop into a church and start talking to them and stuff like that. Join a group. Do something with your life. I know it's bad. I know depression's a terrible thing. But we're all here for you. Mm-hmm. And there's Iron Firehorse. It's exactly, or connect with your higher self and or shadow. Exactly. Mm-hmm. You know. So who's the next one before we jump onto the Starseed Oracle cards?
All right. Well, I did notice one that we kind of skipped over, and I do apologize for that. There they are. MBB 604.
MBB 604. Well, I kind of get that wrong unless I go MBB 607.
Sounds like a weird R2D2 model.
I can tell you spent a good full 5 seconds making the thinking on a name. MBB. I'll just call you BB. That'll make life easier.
BB.
Right. You still here, MBB? I still here.
Yeah, they're around.
Maybe I hear you don't know. Nowadays you don't know who MD is because there's folk out there that identify as
This is why just go for the generic they if you're gonna
MBB.
You know, it's just a generic. It's a good blanket term.
Yeah. Carer guidance, please, if you have a chance. Thanks. I'll give you a normal card reading and I'll tell you what I see, and then Dakota will use his psychic abilities on you. You know. There we go. I'm going to start off. I'm not even going to count these cards. I'm just going to stop in the teller.
Molecular biology and biochem. Oh, fancy.
What is that? Is that like somebody that makes like antibiotics or something? Right,
well,
MBB.
I think it's just somewhat. She's going to be a hell of a lot smarter than us when it comes to certain things. Let's just say that.
I'm going to say this with MBB. I see the Queen of Cups. Right, you are a very romantic and compassionate, generous, kind, and forgiving person. That was the first card. You care about your fellow man round about you, right, or women round about you. You get the Sun card in reverse. Right, I feel like you've been blinded recently, and it's made you weakened a wee bit. I feel a bit of depression, and I feel a bit of low mood, and a wee bit of helplessness sometimes. I feel like I feel like that kind of helplessness. It's like depression. But let me see how this reading goes because I want to see what this story tells. Interesting, the 6 of Cups. I feel that you do think a lot about, you've got quite a fond memories in your life about what happened to you when you were younger. I feel like you're very open-minded. You are, what can I say this? You're open-minded and you actually believe in a lot of stuff in the world. What I mean is you like to go down the rabbit hole, if you know what I'm saying. I'm going to say this, like, you get the 7 of Swords in reverse. I do see change coming in your life to your current situation. But I'm going to say this, there might be problems with others, and I don't know who the others were. Maybe it's people you work with, or maybe it's family life. There might be a wee bit of problem arises for that. Interesting, the kind of cups in reverse. I feel like there's somebody in your life that's constantly looking for excuses or blaming others for their problems. And I don't know if you're a wee bit temperamental, but I do see somebody run about you that does cause kind of problems. Again, you've got the Knight of Swords. There is going to be a situation comes up soon. Do you not go running into it like the knight with his armour on and his big sword out and jump into this thing too quickly? Because if you do, it's got to go south really quick. You get the 10 of Wands in reverse. I'm going to say this again, everybody knows what this stands for. You've got a lot of pressure. You're under a lot of pressure. Now, is this work? I don't know if this is work. But I feel like if you don't try and release some of that pressure soon, you're going to be overworked and you're going to have failure in your life. Big time failure in your life. Now you get the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel like there was setbacks in your life, okay? And I do see you thinking about, you speculate quite a lot in your life. That's cherry, by the way, Dakota. You ever tried that when you were You've got the 10 of Swords. There is a final outcome coming. And there's no chance of turning around you. There's no chance of stopping what's about to happen. You need to go with the flow. You can't stop this. But I do see the end is coming of this thing that you're doing. Let's just have a wee look here. You get the Chariot. You've got the Chariot. Career guidance, you have a chance. I know, just give me a minute. You get the cheer, right? You've got the Chariot, right? And I'll tell you what I honestly see with the Chariot. You have got journeys ahead of you. Now, there is big change coming to your life, and I see success coming to your life. Have you applied for a different position at your work? Have you applied for like a different position? Because I feel that you're about to receive a lot of success. You're about to overcome obstacles. You've got strong willpower. But I do see you traveling somewhere. So is this like maybe traveling to a new place of work? Or is this you traveling to a convention or something to do with your work? Because you've got, maybe they've gained like a different position. You travel to work, right? But no, what I'm saying is you've got to be traveling somewhere else. Know your work. So it might not mean physically traveling somewhere. It might mean that you're physically changing positions in your job. Do you get me? You're maybe changing. You're maybe going for you're a molecular biologist, right? You're either going for like a low level molecular biologist to a high level molecular biologist. That's what I mean. That's where I see the traveling. I don't see you physically traveling in an airplane. I physically see your career becoming something more. I'll give you one more card. The King of Pentacles, reversed. I do see you're a wee bit obsessed with money, aren't we all? You've had a few money things in life. Yeah, everybody's the world's all about money now.
You kind of have to.
I'm going to say this: you need to kind of control yourself a wee bit with money and things, and try and put a wee bit of self-discipline. Try and save for the future, because I believe you might need your money soon for something. Okay. I don't know if it's to repair your car or it's something that you're going to have to get soon. Can I want a mere card? The Queen of Swords. I'm going to say this, you're a self-sufficient, independent. You've got quite a lot of wisdom. you have a lot of knowledge. And you do have like the judging abilities. You can judge a person. You know how to judge someone. But anyway, I hope that helped you, MBB 604. And here's Dakota's turn.
I see what's going on. Actually, I think I see what's going on. There's a part of her that feels like she may actually be taken advantage of in the workplace and getting some of her emotional states in response to this may actually block that potential. But if she keeps going, keeps pursuing herself, clearly she's passionate about what she does. She does like what she does, and that's a good thing. You know, not a lot of people can say that about what they do for work these days. But just power through. It'll work out in the end. Just power through.
Yeah,
it's the shortest way I know how to put it.
I do see with the parrot, with the what you call it, the chariot. It's about traveling and stuff like that. But I do see you are going to be traveling, but I don't think it's to like somewhere else. I think you're going to be changing career. And either you're getting put up with a higher pay rise, or you're going to a new department. That's what I see. I hope that helps you. I blow my nose.
Yeah, it seems like she's fairly confident that we brought her some good news with that.
Right, I'll do one more tarot card reading, and then we'll move to the the space cards, the aliens and dudes. So who is next, guys? With MB 604. Okay, that'll do. Sounds great. Thank you. Yeah, you're very welcome. So who do we have left for a reading before we jump on to the next person?
Let's see. Anybody want to take a turn?
Does anybody want a card? We'll give Iron Firehorse a card.
All right, Iron Firehorse.
Iron Firehorse. Give it a double, my triple tap for you. The spirits beyond. Come with me. Come with me. I have to get it right, you know. It's Iron Firehorse with it. Well, you'll have to wait. Michelle, I can't see the rest of her name. Michela. Is that Michela? Did I pronounce it right? Did I make it?
Michaela. I think.
Susan Jacobs. Just give us a sec, guys, because I'm going to the Iron Firehorse. She was first.
So remember, ladies and gentlemen, we do multi-stream, so we kind of get a feed of like 20 different platforms all at once going.
It's going through my Ghost Squad channel. It's going through Bald and Bonkers. It's going through other YouTube channels. It's going through Facebook groups. It's going through Twitter. It's going through other locations. Twitch. Yeah, I mean, it's just we'll keep the show going a wee bit longer than that. I mean,
yeah.
Right, here we go. Iron Firehorse. What's going to happen to you today? Aliens have got to come and abduct you.
Yeah, at this point, I think we all willingly jump in the ships and just say, "Don't take me back."
Interesting, Iron Firehorse. You get the Ace of Cups. I feel that you're slowly, Iron, you're coming out of this depression that you're in, and you're about to relax into like a safety net of love. Now, I've been seeing lately, see when I do card readings for Iron Firehorse, I've been seeing someone coming into your life. Now, I see, I don't know, I see you're supported, right, with communication. I don't know if that's because we are supporting you because you come in every day, but I do see that there is somebody coming into your life. Oh, Iron Firehorse, did you have someone in the go and we don't know?
Ooh.
Well, I'm going to change your mind now because you get the Nine of Swords, which is the Nightmare card.
Oh, you bastard.
The Nine of Swords is the Nightmare card where it puts hurt, dreams. Look, I'm going to say this. I do see a lot of disappointment in Iron Fire Horse's life now, and loneliness and a feeling of guilt. Again, Iron Fire Horse, you need to give up the guilt thing, right? It's not your fault, right? That's I'm going to say that. The 91's in reverse. You have definitely got a desire for change. You want to get back out camping again. She does like camping and stuff like that. You need to get back up camping again. And I'm going to say this week, Tay, there is going to be a few things arise this week. Please do not get into any arguments because I think things could go wrong quite quickly. You've got the 3 swords reversed. As I say, I feel that you're walking into calmer waters. You're headed for a better place. And it's got to change it. Your life's got to change really soon. Justice card. It's a good card, that. I feel like you're going to start getting a fair treatment for people. You're a very honest person. I'm going to say that don't worry about the ones that have done you bad in your life. Karma will get them. Right? And it's getting them the new. You'll be fine. I need you to look back on what happened a couple of months ago. The 3 of Cups reversed. I feel that you have had a lot of, you're headed for like joyfulness, right? I feel that if you get into this too quickly, this enjoyment that's coming up, it's going to end badly. I need you just to have I need you to take things slow, okay? Please take things slow. The 5 of Swords, now that's usually run the other way for you, Iron Fire Horse, but today it's reversed. I do see a feud. I see a situation. And I see lawsuits. And that's the honest truth. I see like a lawsuit, a situation kind of thing. You don't believe me? That's what it says at the bottom. Lawsuit.
You can't really read the cards all that well when you put them up to the camera, Chris.
I know. But what I do see is there's going to be a problem. And I came at Iron Fire Horse is like, she does get quite emotional sometimes. She gets annoyed extremely easily. Right? Now, please don't argue with end of this week. I tell you this the other day there when I did a card reading because I've got a feeling it might cause more problems. Your last card is the Ace of Swords. Now, I see it foretell a fresh start. You're definitely thinking about something. You're focused on something, and you are going to make significant progress, Iron Fire Horse. But I think you need to overcome hurdles first. You need to get past these hurdles in life. Dakota?
Absolutely. With the transition period that Iron Fire Horse finds herself in, it wouldn't be I'm starting to stumble over my words. It would be understandable that if she, I know, right. It would be understandable if she did find herself under emotional turmoil, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. Who isn't in a sort of transition period in their life right now where you're starting to realize maybe the people around you ain't exactly who they portray themselves as, things like that. It's going to probably get chaotic, but you're going to be all right.
So there you go, Iron Fire Horse. I hope that's better for you. And I'll give you another reading tomorrow when I'm live. Now, was there somebody else that wanted a reading? Was there somebody on Facebook?
There was one off of Facebook, and we also have Susan Jacobs. Let's see here.
See, Dakota's my pimp. He gets me. So
only for this weekend. It's way too hot for the fluffy hat.
You got a pink Cadillac with a big suspension and all that kind of stuff.
I have a gray Cadillac.
So is that Michelle before I mispronounce her name? Michelle, right?
If she goes to tell you, you're still gonna fuck it up 6 ways from Sunday.
That's her name, Michelle. Huh? Oh, Get rid of that in the chat. That's one of the
spam.
Family. Do not click on anything like that.
Yeah, I imagine that's on the.
It'll be a wee Indian guy in a shack in India or something like that.
Yeah, don't. If anybody goes in the chats asking to be sent friend requests or follow them, just be careful. Because
I don't know who you think they are. They're scammers.
They're scammers and scalpers, depending on which platform you're on.
Yeah. I report them to Facebook after I ban them.
And not like Facebook actually does anything for it.
Oh, no, they don't do anything now. If it was Twitter, it'd be a different story.
Michaela, see, I told you.
Michaela. Well, it doesn't say... Does it say that?
She's pronounced how it's pronounced.
Where's my magnifying glass? I've got a magnifying glass. Look, I'm focusing on the psychic energies here.
Used to spell my sibling's name.
I'm sorry, I can't see the screen for here. It's me coming right up. Right, I'm old and depressed getting.
Oh, don't you start with that.
Don't you worry. He's taking me to Yellowstone. He says he's going to treat me to a night in a tent. Right, Michaela. Here we go. Let's see what your future. You know, when I'm doing this through the week and I mispronounce people's name, I was saying the video Dakota would give me a row right now. What?
Hey, we gotta treat the ladies right, man. That's all I'm saying. It's a basic gentleman thing to get the woman's name right.
I'm going to say this, Michaela. You get the King of Cups in reverse. Now, I'm going to say this. You're either holding a grudge or it's someone's holding a grudge against you. I see a bit of self-hatred and a self-pity and a bit of temperamental anger. I'm being truthful here. This is what I see, right? So we'll go to this one. But this one's a better one than that one because it's the Three of Cups. I mean, I do see joy in your life. I see celebration in your life. I see the three women raising their goblets. You know, they're happy. I see a relationship. Now, I don't know if this relationship has happened yet or it's about to happen, but I see people celebrating this relationship. The Empress. You've got quite a lot of passion. I'm going to say that. You do have a lot of emotions. And you are a very beautiful soul inside. Now, what I'm going to say is this. You are headed for a happy life, but I do feel that you've got some stuff coming up in your life. You've got the Page of Pentacles. You have got the right attitude towards learning. You're quite down to earth, I'm going to say. But you do take things seriously. And I will say this, I think you're planning for your future. You're planning for your future, and you want to see what's happening there. See, that's interesting. I said the plan for the future because you're the Two of Wands. And I do see the beginning of success. You're planning for something. There's a decision-making progress about to happen for you. But only you can make this decision, whatever this decision is. See how the guy's holding the world in his hand. There is a decision that you must make. The King of Wands in reverse. I feel that this is either the workplace or it's home life. But I do feel there's like a wee bit of a dictatorship going on. There's somebody running about you that's all they care about is like saving face. They all care about is like them. That's all they care about. Do not over-succeed yourself. Do not go out your way to help these people. Okay? You get the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I feel there's a rash decision coming up. That's why I'm going to tell you the now. If you make any decisions this week or next week, please study them before you take this decision. The Five of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're getting to grips with like impulses in your life. I feel that you're freeing yourself for a certain type of behaviour. I do see some arguments, but you're no arguing as much whoever this person is. You're not arguing with them as much. The Four of Cups in reverse, you've got a oh God, here we go, I can't pronounce it. Dissatisfaction, right, there we go, with something in your life. There's been an opportunity for a new start and a glimmer of hope in your life. Let me get one more card and then I'll hand you over to Dakota. Interesting, the Star. The Star is about reconnecting with one's soul divinely. I do see a bright future for you. And the dreams that you've been manifesting in your head are going to come true, but you have to work your way to them. Dakota, what's your opinion?
I think you got her on the spot, man. It does seem like, to me, she may be the type that has let her emotions affect her decisions previously. I'm not saying this as any acted judgment, though I will be honest, based on your profile picture, you kind of look like a girl I know who broke her boyfriend's nose because he was kind of starting to get to be a dick to her. But anyway, that's a story for another time, as our dear old friend Mike would say.
So I hope that helps you. I really do.
Yeah. Anyway,
right. I think you want to move on to these cards now because I'm starting to get quite tired doing them, so we can start.
I was about to say we do have one more left.
Who's the last person left?
All right, that would be Susan Jacobs.
Right, Susan. Here we go. I'm going to make Susan the last one with these cards, and then I'm going to move on to the Starseed Oracle cards. Here we go. You working tonight, Dakota?
Yeah. Back to the grind.
I bet you taste all the ice creams.
Ironically, I got to work frozen section tonight.
That's handy.
Yeah, especially for how hot it's been. Damn. I'm going to go to work and have a seatbelt imprinted on my shirt from all sweat. So I don't have AC in my car.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It wanted me to go to 13, but we'll see what happens. Right, Susan, if I'm pronouncing your name right, you get the Star in reverse. I do see a lot of self-confidence problems with you. You don't trust others. I feel sometimes you've got problems like trying to figure out what's real and what's not real. There's like maybe delusions going on. Again, this I have to be honest what I see, right? But this is what I see, Susan. You don't trust people. You do not trust people. But you get the 10 of Cups there. I mean, I do see there is an emotional connection and there is a fulfillment of relationships, right? I mean, I do see that either you're in a relationship right now and it's going to be a happy one, or you're headed for a relationship right now. You're going to be happy. You're going to be happy in that. The Hermit in reverse. I feel like you're going to become careless a wee bit. I feel like you've got a wee bit of loneliness in your heart. Yeah, you've got loneliness in your heart. Quite a bit of loneliness in your heart. The Hanging Man. I feel that there's a bit of lack of independent action in your life. I feel that there's been like bottlenecks in your life. I feel that you've sacrificed emotionally without respecting anything in return. What I mean is you've sacrificed a lot, but you've got nothing in return. The Two of Pentacles. I do see with this. I mean, I do see money problems. I feel that you've got money, but I feel that you have problems like juggling money. So like when you get money, you spend it really quickly. Mind you, this is what today and age is like. What is it for $5 for a loaf of bread or something? You know. You get the Tower in reverse. There's been a wee bit drama in your life. And I do see no matter how much you resist this change that's coming, you can't stop it. You can't stop this change. If you are like, I'm going to be totally honest here, if you ignore this change, you will pay the price in the end. You have to go with the flow. You get the King of Cups. I feel that there's passion. I feel that you've got quite a strong intuition. And you are a force to be reckoned with. I wouldn't like to piss you off. That's what I'm getting. You've got the 6 of Wands. I do see you have achieved success in your life. And you are a hard worker. Now, this could be like in the house or it could be in working life. But I do see that you are a very hard worker. And I do see success. And again, this has got to sound crazy, but you have like followers, right? For instance, I feel that there's people that look up to you. You've maybe inspired some people round about you. That's what I'm getting. But you've got the 4 of Wands in reverse. I'm going to say this now. Imagine a foundation of a house, right? And you're the house. Under the foundations, I see cracks everywhere. Do you get me? I see you standing on a platform, and that platform has got very small cracks in it everywhere. And if you don't do something about those small cracks soon, the house is going to collapse. And I see it as a relationship. And it's the cracks are appearing between relationships. See this as a husband, wife, or it's boyfriend, girlfriend. It's a DC cracks. The Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave this with your last card. A day see with the Ace of Pentacles, you are going to have funds in your hands soon. Your future is very bright. And I do see you having finances in the future where you can basically chill out, you can sit back, and you don't need to worry about finances. So anyway, I'm going to hand you over to Dakota now. Dakota, what's your opinion, man?
I get the impression that Susan's been brought up with the mentality that you make people work for your trust. Whether that is because you dealt with a lot of trauma growing up or perhaps sort of a military influence in there as well. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but being able to shift from that sort of mindset to just regular everyday situations can actually cause some strain on both yourself and relationships. Essentially, there may actually been certain opportunities in your life, whether work-related, relationships, things like that, that may have actually been strained because...
Look what she says.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, and that's a damn good reason. And that's an understandable reason right there. You know, yeah. I get it. Yep, my father, he was abusive in every sense of the term. He served in prison, has no chance of parole until I'm 40. I'm only 28, despite what he says. But not everyone is going to be that person that hurt you.
Yeah.
It's understandable that, especially for how long the situation's gone, that you're going to be a little hesitant to let new people in, but not everybody's that person.
No, you need to start trusting some people. You really do.
Take your time. Be patient with yourself. Don't try to rush it. You're in a situation where you kind of have to learn to walk again, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. So anyway, Susan, come back again and get a card reading for me. I'm live every day on Go Squad Scotland and Bald and Bonkers. You can get some Bald and Bonkers too. Come back tomorrow if you want, if I can squeeze you into if there's not too many people in. Let's see what she says. I had no other relationships, so don't trust anyone. Yeah.
No, that's understandable. No one's gonna want to go through that again. If they do, you really got to question their sanity. Which some of these people that end up with the same guy, my God,
I know.
Like, don't you learn your lesson? I'm trying to lighten the mood a little bit, but nevertheless, it doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. Just friendships, and if something happens to evolve, and that person has built your trust, and you're able to let them in, see what happens. You never know.
Is there anybody else on Facebook or on... you're very welcome, Susan. Is there anybody on Facebook or YouTube that wants one more reading with the tarot cards before I put them away into their bag and get the other cards out?
Right. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. Just because we have a delay in the chat when we see it.
That's my bag, guys, for putting my cards in. I think we're going to have to move to the... They're going in. They're in. They're in. That's that. Right, Dakota. Is Dakota froze, guys? He's back. We thought the aliens had came and took you again. Ah! Ladies and gentlemen, the aliens have took him. Pesky aliens, where you been? You've been away for 6 months.
No, I think my fucking Wi-Fi adapter's been beaten around by my cat.
I seen the cat run about. I thought you were growing a tail out your ear because I seen it flopping about.
Yeah.
Right, so these are
that's my Octavia.
So what we're going to do with the Starseed Oracle cards, guys, we'll do a few of these. I'm going to shuffle them, draw one, and then Dakota will tell you what you think, and then I'll read out the book or whatever. Unless you just want to unless today, instead of reading out the book, we'll put the book to the side, and so as we can get through quite a few people, I can take a card out and you can give them a reading for that. Right, let's do that instead of reading the book because it takes about 10 minutes.
I don't know if we got anybody right now, but...
So, guys, does anybody want a Starseed Oracle card? These are Oracle cards. These tell you if you're a space alien or you're for the planet Zaron or for the place with the purple woman. Does anybody want one of these cards?
Oh.
Me,
Michaela wanting another go.
All right, here it is. Right, so these are Oracle cards. We'll let Dakota do some readings now because I'm still off his sales with the gums, with the cut the gums. It's really, really painful.
You can't really choose some ice or something to help kill the pain?
Oh, no. About my face. Taking painkillers. But it's getting better, but I have to go to the hospital and get knocked out to get the tooth out. I suppose that's a good thing. Get what I mean?
Well, here, you pay for my plane ticket. I'll come knock you out so they can rip it up.
Is that because you have like $3,000 to get out here or something? I mean, it wouldn't be that long, about 22 hours in coach or something like that. You know?
Yeah, it's not that bad. I've had longer. I've had a 48-hour day because I spent like 24 of it in a plane.
Right.
That's when I went to Thailand.
Let's see where you go. That's interesting.
Ooh.
It is
Chris up real
the
quick.
great servicing. Mars energy, anger, conflict, soothing to love.
That is kind of pretty. I seriously got to get myself a deck of those.
Yeah,
I like those cards. They're pretty.
So Dakota will tell you what your card is.
just trying to find the right words here. This does kind of tie in with your tarot reading earlier, that there's a sort of fighting between masculine and feminine sides of you. You know, and when I say that, I mean the generic. You know, you associate masculinity. You know, being able to put up a fight when you need to, tough it out. That whereas the feminine, it tends to be the more caring, nurturing side, things like that. There's something that has either happened or is maybe going on in your eyes that makes you feel like you need to put up a front. This kind of description, vibe I'm getting. Honestly, the kind of vibe I'm getting right now kind of would associate me that you had strong male influences or rowdy older brothers that often wrestled with you growing up. And you kind of had to learn to fight back in that kind of situation. Not necessarily in any sort of domestic violence situation, but I see that there's a struggle to try to figure out how to balance which side of you to present when it comes to certain situations. This could be romantic relationships, work, friendships, family, perhaps all of the above in a way. When it comes to situations like that, it's often best just to lead with the heart, especially where there's a lot of people in times of turmoil right now, and they're not exactly sure which way is up because the world has been so chaotic. And I've always said, let's face it, the 2020s have shown us nothing is truly impossible.
That's interesting what she says. She was bullied at school. No.
Oh, that's Susan, not Michaela.
Unless
we're talking to multiple personalities here.
Yeah. Maybe.
Hey, I'm not saying that's part of the ring. Just making a dumb joke. That's all. But I do sense that there is perhaps a bit of a worry going on with you, with whatever's going on, and perhaps it's not as warranted as you may feel. You may have an instability in your life, but just take a moment to breathe. Whatever it is that seems like it's kind of bothering you, maybe on a subconscious level even, you'll be all right. The world needs its pretty ladies. You're going to want to stick around for what's coming up.
There you go. So I hope that helps you. I really do hope that helps you. So I've been shuffling these cards. Who's next? Do you want to do Robin Cooper?
Was there someone else?
Robin Cooper, do you want an oracle card? Oh no, there's the other one at the bottom. Who is it? There was
Well, what one you talk about?
Susan.
Oh, Susan.
Susan, do you want one of these cards?
Sure, let's go ahead and go for her.
Right. I've been shuffling these while you were doing the... See, there's a lot of folk that use these that I can that use them. They don't use the book, but I like to use the book now and again, so... Right, that's what I'll do.
That's a good start, Susan.
Interesting. I've never had this card before. It is the Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song frequency of sound diving deep. And it is the sea and it's a whale.
Yeah, I can see where that may be coming in.
Why did my camera just turn off? That was weird, that.
Yeah, I was about to say, you just froze there for a sec.
It was weird, that.
The shortest way I know to explain this one: learn to tell your story, Susan. There's several others out there, young kids, even older people, who are in very similar situations, who have all convinced themselves that they need to isolate themselves from the world as a matter of self-defense, when in many ways, that's the one thing that leads to more trouble. Learn to share your story. you may actually end up helping others. It's always been sort of a personal belief of mine when we're in situations where things got rough, where where basically our ability just to be able to make it from day to day is brought into question because things are so chaotic. And we're able to power through those days. That is because we're meant to try to help others. And the best way we know we can be able to help them is to damn scammer on Facebook. Sorry. Sorry. Squirrel moment. But nevertheless, when you're ready, share your story. And especially there's a lot of resources out there nowadays that make it easier than ever. Say if you ever wanted to write a book or help start up your own podcast, things like that, it's easier than ever to do it these days.
Mm-hmm.
Share your story. And as you go to share your story, you may actually find that it helps you be able to let people in, and you're going to have that natural bonding ground where you both dealt with very similar situations, and some very beautiful relationships can actually be fostered from that dynamic. Unless the fucking Starseed card has some hidden insult in there, that just be fucking cruel.
That's that. Dealt with that.
I see.
There's another one. There's another one there. Jesus Christ, there's another one. What is it?
Tamara Norbeck? What?
What
are you talking about?
Tamara Norbeck. I'm just reporting them to Facebook.
I think some of the Facebook messages just got bumped up again. Lillian Reader is the new one.
That's it. They're going.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It says sometimes.
That's it.
Same. It's like, trust me, it says I'm not judging. My younger sister did the same thing, and while the relationship itself wasn't too bad, she did end up having to go to the hospital because of a miscarried baby.
That's it.
She's okay now. You can probably hear the new little one screaming in the background because her mother's not feeding her dinner quick enough. But there you go.
Do you want to do one more card? Let's just check this. I just want to check.
Yeah, sure. Do we have another one?
Pick somebody.
I think Robin was wanting one.
I'm just checking. There we go.
Oh.
That's the same band. And then give it a
motorcycle gal. Oh, Lewis is wanting one.
Well,
ladies first, Lewis.
Do you want to? Your voice keeps going off crackly, and I've got a high pitched sound in my ear.
Yeah, my throat did just kind of a little bit.
Right, so I'll pick a card for you. Knowledge with that. Who is it? Rubelin.
Robin.
Robin.
Rubelin. Is that what you just said? Rubelin?
No, I never said that. I said Robin.
Ew.
Interesting. Going to be probed tonight. It's Hive Wraith. I can't pronounce that. Long for home, homesick to the stars.
Oh wait, we'll blow you up real quick.
You're homesick for the stars anyway. That's what it says.
Now, I'll admit right off the bat, this may be partially biased based on what I've seen so far from Robin, but I don't know. Maybe that'll actually help it. But there's a bit of a longing for things to go back to the way they were. You know, back when times were easier, you felt at home. There was beauty in the sky when it comes to the stars. You felt at peace. But obviously, seeing what I've seen so far on the show right now, that's an understandable feeling with what you've gone through not too long ago. But just know that while things may not exactly be the same, eventually everyone gets returned back to the beginning at some point.
Yeah.
Everyone will return to the beginning at some point, and you never know. You know, we do a lot about ghosts and aliens on this show. You never know. You never know. The ones you may be missing the most may be standing right next to you, and you just don't realize.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know. Maybe they'll be like my grandfather after he passed, and he would mess with everybody's hair just to let them know that he was still around.
You wouldn't have cared about that, would you?
No, because I could actually see him doing it.
Oh god!
No, it'd be weird. It was like all the ladies' hair. All of a sudden, their hair would just pick up like this, like someone just picked up a pinch and just drop. And that was something my grandfather would always do. With me, it was more you go to take a drink out of a glass around him, and he'd tip up the bottom just to try to get you to spill it on yourself.
So who's next? The Knowledge Within?
Yeah, sure. I think he was saying that Amanda was wanting one.
Let's see. The aliens
Is
are
that your cover, Lewis?
Tonight. That does. The aliens are coming tonight to take you away, Lewis. They're going to do terrible things to you involving metal items. But don't worry, Pete, for the naked son of the naked Bigfoot, has got his paranormal loop ready. Right, here we go.
Oh, for the both of them. All right.
I think you're going to like this one.
Uh-oh.
You are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. You're not alone.
The ones you've been staring at with that telescope are looking back at you.
Yeah.
That's honestly the first that's the first thought that popped in my head. It's like, they know you're staring at them. They're staring at you back, Lewis. And for those of you who don't know, Lewis, he would always take out his fancy camera and take some really interesting shots of the moon and stuff like that. But no, there is, but in all seriousness, okay, maybe not so much, but yeah, Lewis has seen enough of this show to know, including the woman in her shower. Yeah.
Yep. There's a galactic purple woman out there on the moon. There's galactic purple women out there on the moon, and your eye was looking in through the bathroom one day. Terrible. Terrible.
But
it was the purple ones, States. It was the purple ones.
But in all seriousness, it does seem like there may be someone who is trying to reach out to you. And like I said, it could very well be some of the things that you've seen. They're trying to establish a line of communication. It's just that they haven't quite figured out how to get through to you.
So this one's for Amanda then, the next one.
All right. Probably for the best, because that one was a little concerning.
Right. Lewis with his telescope. Aye. This is him speaking to his wife. I'm just going
Maybe that's why his camera got stolen.
I'm just going to take some pictures of the beautiful stars tonight. And she'll walk out on the veranda and say, why is the telescope pointed at the houses out there? Oh, that's me just aligning the optical lens just to make sure it's working fine.
The link between you guys to chat tonight is very interesting. Now just reading Lawrence's messages there.
Yeah. What do you mean, the psychic energy? I can notice it tonight. It's weird.
We're getting a bit more used to each other's flow right now, so that certainly does help.
Interesting, Amanda.
Uh-oh.
Child of the cosmos. The
Ooh.
intellect of the universe lies within you. The intelligence of the universe lies within you.
That's called woman's intuition, baby.
Right? So basically,
shit.
basically, you've married an alien.
Lewis, that would not surprise me.
Mm.
But no. You have a natural intuition about you that has led you through most of your life's choices. And while you may have some hesitancy to listen to it most days, it has led you fairly far. And continuing to listen to that voice, you will be able to find a peaceful and fairly fulfilling life, which hopefully that works out to Lewis's favor.
Do. He's on his electric organ the now. Outside. Do. His wife's flashing the light and on the big ship will come down.
Oh, if only, right?
So, is there anyone else? I hope that was okay for you. Is there anyone else want one more before we go, guys? Because it's getting very tiring.
I thought Lewis would like that one.
Lewis is into that kind of thing. He's right into the alien stuff, you know. He's the kind of person, if you take him in the spaceship for the film Alien, who would deliberately get infected. Take me!
For how skinny he is, people would probably just toss him first, just so they can get away.
Mm-hmm. I just envision Lewis running through the wilderness there, but an alien chasing after them. So, who is next, guys? What's that? They said it's crazy because she has intuition in her gut every day.
That's called indigestion.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there's yogurt for that. I'm just joking.
Right, is anybody else wanting a card, guys? It's the last card of the night. First in the bottom says it. First gets it. You've got to the T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4. Is that a cue, Lawrence?
3. Right, we'll give one for you then.
Oh, yeah, then
right.
That's definitely.
Don't you worry. I'll make sure I pick the card with the 15 devils and the upside down crucifix for you.
Hey, you never know. There could be a race out there that does look like devils.
But they are. I wonder if they're horny or not.
Well, there's the Dorsey. They kind of have like a weird crest to their skull. But anyway,
Right,
I don't think you want to deal with them. They eat people.
I can't pronounce this. It's a long one. It's the curious. I think it's curious pony.
Huh?
Manufactured, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. I'll hold it up for you. There you go. Continuous or something. I can't read that. I'm too tired tonight.
The courageous.
That's it.
Phony? What? His
camera's all pixelated. It's P-E-O-N-Y.
Pony.
Right. Pony.
The curious pony. Pony.
Yeah, okay. You're into horses or that, the other ones?
Doing it horsey style? Well. Get the bucking! No.
Don't you worry, Lawrence. We'll not say anything to your wife.
We'll just announce it on our podcast. It goes out to over 90,000.
Right, when you go, I'm back up now. That.
God, I'm not sorry. I'm going to close the chat so I can focus. But
Lewis likes ponies too.
there is using the analogy of a horse, often pony, a fairly young horse. They're wanting to get into anything, just a typical childhood curiosity that often drives you into certain situations, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's very good to want to get out there, try to learn more. It probably what leads you to. I know you watch Elena, and Danny Henderson, and all that. It's what leads you down the course to where you're just wanting to learn more about the world, the way it works, and everything that lies underneath. And in doing so, you probably may feel like you go full speed ahead, much like a young child wanting to charge after their favorite relative or a new toy or something like that. Just simply using that as an analogy. While it would be wise to slow down, make sure you don't trip over yourself, I don't really see anything negative coming from this. You're going to find a lot of new adventures coming from it. And who knows where it may lead you.
So there you go, Lawrence. I hope that resonates with you. You go to your bed tonight and dream about horses galloping through the fields. Then again, it could be a donkey. You could do that.
Hey, horses are beautiful animals.
Mm-hmm. Very intelligent. Very, very intelligent, So, guys, no, Lewis, I'm drinking the cherry tonight. So, guys, I'll be live tomorrow for more readings during the day. We should actually do this from time to time, Dakota, on Bald and Bonkers.
I think so. One of the weekends, we don't have anybody lined up. We can just pull readings out of our butt.
Aye, there you go. Dakota's new talent, readings from his butt.
Well, for how tall I am, that's all about how.
Fine. We'll send Lewis in. With one of the GoPros strapped to his head. Nah, would you call it a
Oh, he's skinny enough. He probably could.
Aye. So, do you have anything planned for this week, video wise? Any Dakota files or anything like that? Or?
No, there's some certain information that's come forward that it's going to require a lot more of my attention. That will definitely make things very interesting if it pans out, but it's probably going to get a little gruesome.
You've been probing again. I've always wondered, why do they do that? Why do they probe? Yeah, aliens.
I told you that. Well, part of it is made up stories, but there is also a form of artificial insemination where you can stimulate up there, and it's not used in humans a lot, but it can be done. There is a legit medical
lock
practice
your doors tonight. Lock your doors, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. Alan, if you're watching this, lock your doors. We don't want aliens coming to probe you.
Yeah, he's saying lock your doors, yet they can move you through walls.
I know it's like it kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? It's kind of bug up that way.
Bit, man. A little bit.
They should go to sleep with a chastity belt on.
I'm sure they can figure out how to get that off too.
I don't know. Lewis will be back outside tonight. Lewis will be back up tonight going, oh, look at
that. Oh, look at that. It's Uranus.
Aye, he's looking at Uranus. So you've been telling about that. It's in the big white spot.
I believe that's called a polyp, and you should probably get that checked with your physician.
You'll be fine, Lewis. You'll be fine.
It's better just to be checked than sorry.
I've had that, by the way. I've had the camera. It was like jumping to the centre of the earth. I'm serious. Oh, God. I was like, imagine somebody getting a garden hose with a huge attachment on it and then just put it up.
Dude, I'm already clenching at the fact that I had to get that done early because of my family history.
Oh, look, I'm going to tell you right now. it doesn't hurt a bit. Yeah, it's the stuff they give you to clean you out, which is quite bad. Because they give you have to drink like a pint of this stuff, and you drink it, and you're sitting there and you're thinking, it's not making me go to the toilet, it's not making me go to the toilet, but then it begins. You ever seen what's that movie when they get the priest standing, there's flies on the window and that? Was it? It's no The Haunting. Was it Amityville Horror? We see how the fireplace makes weird noises. That's what your stomach makes. That's what it starts to make. And then you're fucked, guys. You're stuck in the toilet for about 4 hours.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to chicken that because of my pancreatitis, now that I think about it. But
You'll be fine.
That's another story for another time.
You'll be fine.
We'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
Yeah, you could maybe film it. You can make yourself famous. Journey to the center of the earth, you know?
Yeah, just watch to go shove that camera up there and they find an implant.
I actually know someone that went to it in the hospital. And the hospital actually gave them a recording, a DVD recording it.
They did that with my grandfather.
And then they used to watch it. The two of them would sit and watch it at night. They would have friends in to watch it. Because I remember getting them telling me, and I says, "What is it? Journey to the center of the earth."
Well, my grandfather died from colon cancer, so that it would be a little bit more depressing on my end.
But ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you tomorrow for my usual live, 2:30, 3 p.m. GMT. Dakota will be going up to the aliens tonight to see his wife and stuff like that, and they do it, and getting up to strange things that he shouldn't be doing.
Hey, how do you think I ended up with 4 kids up there?
A lot of free time and a lock in the door.
No locks on the door can pull back that woman.
Hey, questions. See, the aliens, do they have beds like we have, or do they just stand up in corners?
There's beds.
Because I've heard that some cultures, aliens, they don't have beds. They'll just like stand or something and go to sleep.
It really depends on the species, yes. But the human ones, yes, they have beds. Fairly comfy ones, too.
There you go. Knowledge within, Lewis. They have beds.
It's like a mix between memory foam and a water bed. It feels weird, but it feels you get awesome sleep. Though I don't really get to sleep much on it.
Up to no good. Doing strange things in the night. Yeah. But everybody, we'll catch you later. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you next week. I'll see you tomorrow for a card reading. And if you see Dakota in your dreams, don't worry. In fact, I would worry. Because it usually means you've got to experience
we come in peace.
Aye. Usually carrying something, you know. Catch you later, everybody. Have a fantastic night. Bye.
Much love. Take care. See you next time. And don't forget Chris's OnlyFans.